Hello, everybody! Woo! Welcome to Beyond the Realms, D&D, a no salotes zone. Ain't that right, Jared?
No.
Don't challenge me. I will.
Wait, did you get your popcorn, Jared? Is that what you...
Microwave. I'm ready.
Am I saying that right? Salotes, or is it pronounced differently?
Elotes.
Elotes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another start of the week. We are so thankful that you've decided to spend your Monday afternoon, evening, wherever you are. We are happy you are here. Not much to say off the top, except that tomorrow, Tuesday, we are getting a brand new time for our Phalai campaign with the great DM, Jody Rose. He is going to be DMing that campaign now every Tuesday night, same time as Wednesdays. So it'll still be bi-weekly every couple weeks, 5:30 p.m. PST. So we hope you'll come join us tomorrow for our new time slot, but we cannot wait to get that going, all those wonderful people. But that's all I can remember at this point. Don't think there's anything else. And I've got a lot of story to fucking get through. So let's just take our big stretches and, I actually cracked my neck. Put our feet to the dock, awkward dive stance, and let's just fucking yeet it into tonight's episode of Beyond the Realms. So, last we left off, the party having successfully overthrown Ariel the Frost Maiden in her humongous ice castle known as Grimscale. The party then began their long-awaited journey back to 10 Towns to regroup, rest up, and figure out which direction they wanted to go, and also... I'm trying to say untie some loose ends. That's not right. Tie up some loose ends. That's what how the saying is. Yes, guys. So you left Grimscale and took a long rest near the base of the now collapsed ice fortress of Ariel the Frost Maiden, as those giant floating islands had plummeted once whatever sort of life essence was left in this single shard of her body was remaining. That essence kind of started to dim out, and the floating islands started to plummet into the castle. But through some high dexterity checks and Farrell and Toon transforming into giant eagles, you all jumped on each other's backs. Tarek using the hammer to cast fly. You all zoomed down to the top of the castle before it got destroyed. You had one thing you could do before those islands crushed the castle: save Akuma or get that silver dragon egg that was left behind. You chose the egg, and you were able to do so very swiftly, swooped in, and as I believe it was Fiend riding Toon on his back with some high dexterity saving throw rolls, going through the inside of the castle as towers and columns of ice were collapsing in all manner behind you, darted out of there as the whole entire building collapsed. But you took your long rest at the base of the mountain, had a few long chats with various companions as you kind of needed a little bit of a catch up, some with Salil, some with Juliustana, and the following morning you set out to make your way over to 10 Towns, flying over the ocean. Took you a few hours, but you've made it unscathed. Nothing caught your eye or any dangerous encounters came about. Through a high perception roll, you did notice that the Ravenous pirate ship, the way that you were able to transport over to the Island of Solstice, was indeed ferried and docked back in that prison yard that began your journey to the island that's around 3 or 4 days ago. But having reached the shores of Icewind Dale, you then proceeded to make your way over to Bryn Shander of 10 Towns. And it was during this flight that a very familiar silver dragon had caught your eye, as high perception rolls could hear leathery beating wings in the distance amongst the wisps of the clouds. And right away, looking at that silver dragon egg, putting two and two together, you surmised that it was probably searching for this. You made your way down on the ground and had a very good chat with said silver adult dragon. No one being too aggressive or trying to be shady in any way. You just decided to give the silver dragon egg back to its mama. With Fiend almost inciting a little bit of a fight, but luckily you were showing enough good praise that nothing had come about. But after getting through that encounter, finally arriving in Bryn Shander, you noticed that the town itself was a little bit barren. There wasn't any villagers walking about. There was no real excitement going on. And after kind of deciding what your next moves were going to be, as you know that Zafe, the leader of the Ruined Saints gang, had been hidden underneath the Northlook Inn and Tavern, you were coming up with different ways of how to proceed. You made sure you got all your spells ready to go in case something went down. You went down to the bottom of the Northlook Inn, smelling faint and then very strong sense of sulfur, usually attributed and connected to demons and devils. Made your way down into that sort of panic room safe bunker that he had made, opened the door, smoke and mist came out, and everyone inside was gone. The only trace left behind was a single green orc finger with Fiend's skull and signet ring on it, of which, of course, he gave collateral to Zafe, so you could have information on how to get to Ariel in the first place. Then with Sir Strange casting Good and Evil, you noticed a big, large sigil on the ground, that being the summoning circle for Baal, known as the Demon King, this monstrous minotaur-looking devil with spiked armor. Legends upon legends of his mass murders are the stuff of legend at this point. And you made your way back up. Oh, not before Ramira had tried to cast a scry on an old friend of hers that led her vision down into Avernus itself, with the devil Mammon, Tarek's ex-patron, having seen her in the scry, laid a hand on her shoulder, and this burning handprint was laid on her body, taking you out of that scry. Ramira, describing what she had seen, just felt horrified of what may be to come. And as you made your way back up to the town of Bryn Shander, with Sir Strange's Good and Evil still up, he noticed that the sigil of Baal had now stretched across this entire town of Bryn Shander. And as your little local companion, Sugar Bear, the local administrative goblin, came back up to you as Fiend had sent him out to kind of get a once over the town, he confirmed there is nobody left here, doesn't know where anyone is, and that is where we left off. So, with the Frost Breakers in front of the Northlook Inn and Tavern, and a completely empty Bryn Shander, what would you all like to do?
I think we were heading in the direction of the casino, weren't we? To check on the
Fiend
vault.
is adamant we have to go look in that safe.
Gotta get that money, baby.
Yep. John has frozen.
Oh no.
Oh, someone screen grab it. Someone screen grab
I
it.
got you. Wait, I got you.
It's a good face, too.
Damn computer keep losing this stupid internet. Wise.
Did you crit
coming
again,
through
John?
the mail?
Did you double crit again? Is that what you did?
I mean, just check it out. No. This is probably going to happen once every 20 minutes. So,
Okay, cool. Good to know though. So, yeah.
as I was saying, well, my friends, I would like to point out that this town is entirely without people.
Yes.
Imagine the money.
Wow.
We are dealing with demons of avarice. I don't think they would have left much behind.
That's true.
This would be the second time some ungodly, otherworldly creature robbed me of money.
Did you get drunk and do that to yourself once? Ha!
As he mocks your laugh. Oh. To the casino.
Very well.
We need a diamond anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
We do.
Or 6. 1, 2,
That would not
few.
be a
5,
Preference.
More is good.
6.
We should collect a
6.
stock in case of any future endeavors.
Come on, Sugar Bear, I'm going to teach you how to pick a lock.
Oh, okay. I don't really have a reason to do that, but okay. Yes, so strange.
It might have skipped my memory, and again, apologies. Why do we need a diamond again?
With a crushed diamond, I might be able to remove the brand upon Ramira.
Huh. Okay. Understood.
Unless there is some magic you possess that might have the same outcome without material cost.
Is it just a brand, or is it perhaps a curse?
We believe it is a curse. Or some powerful magic effect. One of godlike proportion.
I could try something, but I want to make sure it's okay first. Before I do anything, I understand that Ramira has gone through quite a bit and strange looks. I want to make sure that you're okay before I do anything, or at least try.
Yes, but maybe we should look for our things first.
Understood.
Okay, with that, moving on to the casino.
Yes.
All right. So going through the town of Bryn Shander, as you once remembered, and again, it's a much more different scene this time, as the weather now is not in an everlasting winter. There's not dark gray clouds, snow coming down, sub-zero freezing temperatures. It's not hot either. It's still a little bit chilly. But as you look up, there's like a partly cloudy sky. The sun is out. Rays of sunshine are kind of beaming down on all of you, which feels, it feels very like energetic and soothing.
Oh, wow. So nice.
Actually, no, was it nice weather at Wagons Community?
Yeah, they had like, remember back at Wagons Community, they had kind of like a Terra Dome inside that kind of housed them from the winds and everything.
But it was more like a Thunderdome on the inside.
Yeah. So that was like my really weak attempt at CSI Miami. Yeah. But as you go through the town of Bryn Shander, crunching on the ground of like partly melted snow and rubble and rock, it's a bit of an eerie sight as you're seeing these various shops and storefronts and homes they'd once walked through with many people about going to and fro. There's just emptiness everywhere. A few doors are kind of...
Just for clarification, it looks like everybody was taken in a hurry, right? Like the storefronts look like they would have still been operating and open. Like if you were to have an open sign in a window, like everything still says like open.
Well, if you do recall because you've been here, I think this is your third time back in Bryn Shander. The second time you came back was from Asgard, narrowly escaping Ariel's herald. And when you had come back, the weather had gone from like pretty much like cold to like extremely below freezing. Okay. The town was also kind of deserted, but you had kind of figured out that it could have been people like going down into maybe underground bunkers or seeking shelter from the extreme cold. All the windows were shut, all the doors were shut. So it's hard to imagine that, there would be looking around, like, there doesn't seem to be, stacked papers kind of like floating on the ground or things like that. A lot of the shutters looked like some of them are open a little bit. Like they're not all boarded up anymore.
I guess but there's not. What I was trying to like discern is, this was quickly done in a hurry without warning, like the kind of thing. Like nobody else knew what was coming. Like there's not panic. It didn't look like there was panic. It just happened. Was kind of what I was looking for. Okay, cool. That's kind of what I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Kind of looking around, you're kind of looking for those signs as that instinct kind of comes to you for like anything like materials or items that maybe are just like dropped in the middle of the street or things like that. But it seems pretty sudden. Seth?
So while this is all going around, Ramira's gonna like act like she's looking and stuff, but under like down by her side, she's gonna just like flick her hand and try to get the light cantrip to work. just to like make sure that connection's still there with her goddess. She's like, hey, you didn't abandon me, right? And does it work?
So you go to cast the light cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Your friends are kind of like staying behind for a moment as you're like having this kind of moment of insecurity and panic. You're like, fuck, what does this mean? You're like, and like just like this shining light just kind of smacks you in the face like a giant photographer's flash as you kind of like calm yourself as you've kind of got behind from everyone and no one's able to see it, but you just kind of, you see some spots in front of you. You're like, yep, works.
Nice.
Cool. Just want to make sure.
I like the little clarifications we're all going through. Okay, cool.
Would we have seen this at all?
Her do the light cantrip?
Yeah.
I was describing her kind of making her way to the back of the crowd.
I was trying to be coy. I was trying to be like, no worries, I'm looking over here. So I would. If you wanted to attempt to, hear her kind of muffle in the back or anything like that, you could make a roll for it against her kind of hiding.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like as a just in passing thing, just if would have noticed it at all, just like with the flash of light.
Yeah, she's behind you, so instinctively, without trying, you wouldn't have noticed unless you want to try to actively do it.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Ramir, you're trying to kind of like hide this fact, right, from everybody?
Yeah, like she's just trying to check it out on her would-be lonesome.
Yeah. So roll perception against your stealth, let's say.
Oh, that's
19.
not bad. Fuck! It almost went to natural 20. You piece of shit. 15.
Yeah.
15. So you want it's daylight out, so the light wouldn't have made much of a notice, but you just hear kind of Ramira go, oh, son of a bitch, just kind of like a little muffled curse under her mouth as you kind of look behind, and she's just kind of like has this kind of dazed look on her, like she's seeing spots.
Tarek will kind of just look to Ramira for a moment and just give her a small smile and just a nod, just of acknowledgement of.
And she's gonna be like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Didn't blind yourself, did you?
Yeah, just checking things out, taking an old mental photograph, if you will.
Who what?
It's not important.
Anyway.
You should get looking.
So,
Gotta check it out.
Yes. He won't draw attention to it any further. He just kind of just gives that kind of nod of acknowledgement and kind of that just that knowing nod of like, yeah.
Nice.
Still there.
Nice.
Just, trying to be confident.
As we're getting like closer to the casino, Mr. Fiend is over by Sir Strange, and he's like, and that is where this giant frostworm burst from the ground, and over there's where Toon shot out of nowhere and lied down behind the casino for a little while to catch his breath. And I was on this rooftop across the street.
Sir Strange is just like, okay, sounds dangerous, but that is the Frostbreakers. Okay, cool. How close are you and Sugar Bear?
Sugar Bear is probably trailing behind. He like looks back at Sugar Bear and
I don't give a fuck. What's your relationship with Sugar Bear?
I'm being honest. I gave him that nickname because I felt bad since I was so mean to him the first time we met. I didn't actually think we'd see him again.
It's almost like we mentioned him enough where he became slightly important.
Right.
Who knows?
You see that in those plays. Comedies, I think they're called.
I don't know what comedy is.
It's a long story.
Mm.
It's not for everyone.
One more thing. Hey, Fiend.
Yes.
Did you ever have a father figure growing up? I'm sorry if it's out of the blue. I'm just...
Yes, I did. 2, you might say.
Oh.
But never at the same time.
I'm just trying to... Forgive me if I'm overstepping. I just want to know about the people I'm around. And, everyone has a reason for being the way they are. And, Fiend, you are really interesting for the most part. I mean, it seems like every time you're bored, something bad is about to happen. But, I think that's your quirk.
I never really thought of it that way.
And I think that's the most interesting part. It's trouble just seems to find you, and the way you smile at it just, I wanted to get more insight as to why you're like that. And I'm certainly not disappointed.
This is good. It's great to have people who understand. Maybe I'll delve a little deeper into this once we reach Asgard.
When you mention Asgard, Sir Strange's eyes just lower down. Yeah. Asgard.
We'll unpack this. Fiend kind of pats Sir Strange on the shoulder.
Clank, 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 clank.
No need to worry, though. I'm not bored just yet.
Uncertain chuckling.
All right. So as you guys are having these multiple conversations, sort of noticing the environment around you, Ramira making sure the lights are still on, so to speak, you find yourself in front of the very familiar visage of the Orchid Casino. One door is kind of left open. It's a bit of a heavier set of door, so it's not kind of like swinging against the wind like the other ones, just kind of like out a bit ajar.
Fiend kind of like looks over towards the right set of doors that he blew off the hinges with Firebolt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Is there anyone in there? Yeah.
Make a perception check.
I like Fiend's just
a 9.
Slide.
9. So with you having been in this building, it was during the night. It was very well lit inside, but now it's daytime. For the first time in a while, the sun is shining. So actually the inside seems a bit darker, shadowier. There's not torches lit inside or any kind of light source really. So as you kind of look inside, the light kind of creeps into the entrance a bit. You can kind of see a few of the familiar billiard tables and things, as some light kind of shines in various places inside, but a lot of it's kind of wreathed in shadow. It's kind of hard to see it from this vantage point.
It's clear.
Sure. Perhaps we should proceed cautiously in case there are some sort of trap, something. No, I don't think there's anyone here. We would have heard them by now. But traps, perhaps.
Yeah. So as Toon's walking up, he's trailing behind the group with Julius Donna, and he's just finishing up his conversation. He's like, well, as we went down into the basement there, it smelled of sulfur, and I thought perhaps a hot spring had welled up. And then looking out of the casino, sort of like peering into the dark, and that he's gonna approach Strange and ask, do you detect an evil presence here?
Oh, that's right. That's still up and active.
Yeah, it's still active. Do I detect any evil presences? I mean, other than Fiend?
I am not a crook.
You're hard.
That doesn't help.
You're coming for Fiend hard tonight. God.
What did Fiend ever do to you?
Nothing yet.
He was bored. That's
I'm
what
investing.
he did.
So as you still have your detect good and evil up, you still see faint red lines of that sigil of Bale kind of off in all directions, or this red kind of dull wisp of energy. But as you kind of look in the casino, kind of take a look inside, make a perception check.
Three.
Nice.
I told you it was clear.
So same thing. You kind of look inside the Orchid with those one sets of doors kind of blasted open from Fiend's Firebolt and the other door kind of open, but there's lots of dark shadow kind of sort of hindering the viewpoint to see really deep inside clearly. But the few sort of blocks of sunlight that come into this building, it seems pretty much empty. And as you're kind of looking inside, you're looking for those wisps of aura of different colored energy that kind of signifies if anything strange is inside of this Orchid Casino, but nothing seems to ping.
It's clear.
I said it was.
Just want to double check.
All right.
Well, Sugar Bear, after you.
Oh.
No need to risk yourself, Tarek.
I just walk in.
Farrell's gonna follow Ramira.
Parker's just shrug and follow them.
As she walks through, she kind of looks down to Sugar Bear. Don't let him push you around. He's just trying to have a fun time with it. What is your name again?
Oh God, I don't even know anymore.
All right. Truly, they have become the Sugar Bear.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, when you do remember, if you'd like, that's what I'll call you.
Unless you like Sugar Bear, of course.
Unless you like Sugar Bear, in which case that's fine too.
Not gonna lie, I've kind of been warming up to it.
Sure.
Goblin names are kind of hard to pronounce and don't sound very nice. I mean, Sugar Bear is kind of light and kind of uplifting, you know?
Sure.
Jared said I just straight up stole this man's identity. You are whatever I say you are.
God complex confirmed. Okay. Well,
Jared don't die.
I can't with this party. Sugar Bear, then that's fine. Allow me to go in first, and then she walks in. I also would like to do a perception check.
What do you know?
Case, if that's okay.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, I gotta go. I won't be.
You going where Griffin and Fiend just went?
Yeah, I got a natural 1.
Oh my God. It's
Oh,
clear.
man.
I still have the little fuzzies from the light flash in my eyeball. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go with it. So you still see little spots from that bright flash kind of hitting your face. There's still like the shadows are pretty dark in here. Your eyes are still adjusting from like all the daylight that has suddenly come into your view. So unfortunately, the shadows inside are still pretty dark from where you are, kind of stepping right at the front of the door and kind of peering in.
If this is any indication.
The area in front of you, like around 10 feet radius, looks completely fine. You just see kind of that walkway inside, that carpet. You can make out like the outline of that ring that's still in the middle, a bit of that bar to the left, and the stairs going up. But deeper in, it's still kind of hard to make out anything in detail.
Oakley dokley.
I'm officially off the hook if anything goes wrong with perception.
I rolled a 1, dude.
Farrell's gonna follow Ramira, so.
So going inside, generally, if you remember from before, there was that sort of fight ring in the middle. There were billiard tables at the very back. There was a stage kind of to the left of those. There was kind of like a slots and gambling set of tables off to the right from the entrance. And then from the immediate left of the entrance was the bar. And then stairs going up to those sort of high rollers table.
There was there was a place behind stage where the bards had been, yeah?
A backstage area, yeah.
I'm gonna head there just because I never went back there, but I saw my bards there. That's the last kind of where I saw before everything went crazy. So Farrell's gonna walk that direction.
Okay, so Farrell going there. Ramiro, did you want to head off anywhere particular?
I guess I'll go upstairs.
Upstairs? Okay.
Yeah, see if there's
but,
anything.
this is where Farrell wants to check first, just to kind of look around.
She's gonna go upstairs.
Okay, so Ramiro going upstairs, Farrell going to the back. As the four of you kind of approach up those steps and come to the entrance of the Orchid Casino. Again, kind of seeing 10 feet in, doesn't seem to be any obstructions or anything. Was there any particular places you wanted to go? For Fiend, Tarek, Griffin, and Strange.
I'm just trying to think about where, if any, like if it is still here, where the most kind of where the funds would be stored, really. I mean, we did see like money exchange hands and stuff during the fight. So like, where would that have, like, realistically, where do I think that would have gone? It's kind of what I'm trying to work out.
I guess there would be a front, so there might be petty cash up front, but the actual money would be in a vault somewhere. You might find some petty cash somewhere, like closer without.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for.
The petty cash?
No, for just trying to work out where.
Oh, I got you.
That money would have gone and where, because it's probably somewhere down here. I'm kind of checking the local.
Is there Strange?
Has Strange been to this casino before? Have I been here?
No.
No. Okay, so this new thing. What's around again?
So going inside, there were these two big sort of oak wooden double doors that had a bit of metal into them to make them very sturdy and large.
Okay.
Fiend kind of blasted off one set of them during a fight here. So, and one door is kind of just open. So you go inside. It's a very nice, like high adorned casino.
Okay.
There's kind of nice carpeting and adornments everywhere. There's a big fight ring in the middle. There were billiard tables at the back, some gambling tables and slots over to the right. There was a bar set up to the left. Left of the billiard tables on the other end was a stage where the bards were performing. And then there's a flight of stairs that go up just from the right of the entrance up to another level where there were like a high rollers table going on up there.
I'm gonna go check the bar.
Okay. So we got one backstage, one going upstairs, one to the bar. What about the other three?
I'm gonna be looking for the vault with whoever else is elected to do that.
Upstairs? What's that?
In my dubious ways of thievery and thieving, would I have recognized that the last time I saw the casino owner, he was walking down the staircase with the wand of Charming, or staff of Charming, that Rhaenyra had lost in the gamble underground. Would I gather that was probably kept in a safe? Ergo, the safe has to be where he came from to retrieve said staff.
I mean, seems like a plausible idea.
I'm gonna run with it. Do I need to make a check?
No, it's not like a history or anything. Like you're going off information that you saw, and you're deducing things from information you saw. So it's not like, do I remember him coming downstairs as a staff? Like it was like very recent. So
Gotcha.
It's like, oh, I don't remember that now. No, yeah, you'd remember that. It's a very obvious deduction of that if you wanted to go upstairs and stick that up.
Toon, I'm going to head upstairs because I think, if I remember correctly, the casino owner came downstairs with my previous staff.
That is also, I mean, not for those reasons, but Rhaenyra went upstairs because she was like, that's where the high money tables were, and they probably have a separate thing up there. So.
Oh, so are we all going up there?
Well, we got one in the stage, one at the bar, and then I guess if the three of you wanted to go upstairs, or four of you, you could.
Yeah, I was looking for where I thought the vault would be. So.
Sounds good. Sugar Bear, I might need your small hands for thieving. But first, would you mind making yourself a drink, drinking it, and then making 4 more drinks and bringing them upstairs?
Sure. I mean, I could try to whip something up.
There you go. And remember, make yourself something from the top shelf. Sir Strange has strong arms, so he could lift you there.
I was gonna say, can he reach?
Sure. Sir Strange? Guys, Doc in here. Can you lift me up there?
I got you.
Oh, okay.
This man deserves a promotion.
All right.
This is very overwhelming.
He's there, right?
From like what, indentured servant to
No, it's
like
just
paid hireling?
No. He's gonna remain in indentured servitude. I was thinking more like a title, like Sugar Lion instead of Sugar Bear.
He's already part of our party. Excuse me.
Sugar Owl Bear.
Yeah, Sugar Tiger, like Sugar Tyga or something like that. We can give him a rapper name.
Okay, Sugar Bear is gonna be our spec. I'm calling it right now.
You're damn right he is.
This man is going to be paid to watch the Chewingas and Hathawin away from us at all times.
Like an au pair, like a nanny.
Like a nanny.
Yes, a goblin nanny.
I'm here for this.
Love that.
To the upstairs.
Let's go.
And as Sugar Bear kind of waddles himself over to where Strange is going to the bar, how about we'll just roll initiative for fun, just to see who's
first.
thing first.
Yeah.
Said no one ever.
As a fun joke for fun.
I got a
Guys,
one.
let's roll initiative. Did you get a 1?
I got a 1. This week has not started off great for me.
Love that.
8.
13.
14.
Ooh.
16.
Oh.
Oh, high numbers.
So Strange.
6.
What is this party?
Are you using Roll20?
Is pickles an instrument?
No, it's so strange. We're not an instrument.
All right, so Farrell, as you kind of one of the first people to kind of make your way into this building, you kind of go past the fight ring near the billiards, up to that stage where those draped red curtains with that gold trims just laid down before you. Kind of start to make your way through. And you see a long sort of hallway and a few various ropes and sandbags to kind of help separate the drapes and various other props inside the stage area. But you go look down, there's kind of a long hallway and there's a couple doors. There's one kind of immediately to your right. There's one at the far end down there. And the hallway kind of turns off to the right. So kind of straight down and then off to the right, kind of like an L shape. And you look over to your left and you see some stairs kind of at the end of this hallway. You see some stairs going up.
Oh, where are my bards? Did I leave Salil and there outside?
Oh, I mean, that's up to you. If you wanted them to come with you or you wanted them to chill out, you kind of all, if you guys didn't really tell them what to do, they would have just kind of chilled outside just to kind of like rest.
I think they can chill. They can rest. They've been through a lot and they're not used to this type of high level stuff. So I'll just leave them.
Yeah, they're still pretty, like everyone involved in that ritual, they're all still super exhausted.
Yeah, and Claire was just brought back from the dead. So I will leave them where they can kind of chill out and relax and kind of gather their own thoughts because I know that was a lot. Mm-hmm. And I will just kind of start looking into doors, like kind of not looking super hard because the vault's not going to be super hidden backstage, but just kind of opening doors, peeking in. If I don't see anything that looks important or like it could help us find said vault, I'll leave it. So I'll just kind of like do a quick once in for each room.
Sure. So the first room, you want to go right down the hallway or left?
Which one has the stairway that goes up?
Left.
I'll go left. That way, if I don't find anything, I'll just kind of like double back and then come back and go up the stairs.
All right. So you go down the left, going up this descending wooden staircase, and there's a door kind of at the other end. Just kind of wood paneling on either side. Again, it's very dim light in here. There's like barely any light in this backstage area. There's no sunlight to kind of illuminate anything around here. So I don't know if you have dark vision though, right?
I do.
Yeah, so everything around here just kind of looks generally just kind of grayscale to you. As you make your way up to the top of the stairs, you see this door, just a regular door, regular handle. You go to, seems to not be moving.
It's just a regular wooden door, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try kicking you then.
Sure, make a strength check.
Cool. My strength is negative. This is my negative strength. So, but that's good. That's a 15. Or a 16 minus 1.
15. So you kind of kind of difficult because you're on like on a staircase
like
going up, so you're kind of trying to like figure out a good way to kind of kick this door down. You kind of see two railing banisters on either side. Take your hand on one, take your hand on the other.
Okay.
And you feel this force against it for a minute. You think you just kind of kick the door open, and it opens slightly, but it's like this force is kind of on the other side of it. And then you hear, accompanied that by a sudden force of like something falling over and hitting the ground. And then you just hear, ow, 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 ow,
Oh my God! Oh my God! That's girl's genuine reaction is, oh my God, open the door.
So you open the door fully, and there is Batroc with his head smacked up against this sort of big mahogany desk, file cabinet kind of on either side, and a few pictures laid out of him with various people in the casino. There's this big dent from behind the desk as he's just holding his head back there, like, ow, 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 oh God, ah.
So sorry.
Oh, he finally looks up to see you standing there. He's like, oh my God, I'm so happy you're not one of those frozen fucking weirdos. Oh God, ow.
I am so sorry. I did not realize there was anybody left here at all. I'm gonna use healing word real quick, just on the back of his head. Just, I am so sorry. Feel better, and then healing word. So just feel better.
I wasn't here. Pocket sand.
So you go up and cast healing word. He's like, oh, a very crafty lady. Oh God. Oh, that feels much better now.
Right. What are you doing here?
What am I doing here?
Yeah.
Hiding.
Do you remember anything about like the past couple days? What's the last thing you remember?
I remember waking up not too far outside, and figured maybe there was some kind of a bender or a party. But then everyone was gone, which is odd. It doesn't really happen very often.
I'm curious as to why you're here. Since everybody else is gone, I'm very curious as to why that is.
Well, when I woke up, there was some faint screaming, and there was some red wisps in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And judging by how everything's kind of gone so far, I decided to get the fuck out of there and just lock myself in here until further notice. Are your friends alive?
That's a loaded question.
Some of them.
Wait, which ones? I'd be very particular to know.
Why?
Head count? Like, I don't know. Oh God. He just starts like crying in his hand.
So Beryl rolls her eyes like, God, pull yourself together.
Gives me money.
And then she's going to look at him. Why were you left here when nobody else was?
I mean, I don't know. It's all kind of fuzzy. I mean, I remember it was. Why is it warm? Why is it warm now? Is it a cold place?
Okay.
Like what?
How tall is he? How big is he compared to?
He's like 5'3" or so.
Okay, cool. So she's taller than him. She's gonna grab him by the ruffles of his shirt, like right here, and hold him there, like straight up. Just, all right, I'm sick of dealing with the attitude, whatever else, the whining. And she's gonna grab him. You're going to be honest with me. Okay? Understood? Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. Shut up. Do you have a deal with any particular demons of why you may be left here alive?
Demons?
Devils, whatever. Have you made a deal?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the casino was doing really well over the last like couple weeks and such.
Okay, cool.
I woke up like a couple.
Release.
It kind of falls down.
When Sir Strange had kind of told them that like where the wisps were and like where the outline was the casino in that range?
It was.
Okay, all right. So Beryl's gonna look at them. So you're going to come with me because I'm sure you would like to be not here, just hanging out and locked up by yourself.
Well, I mean, I got a lot of booze, and I think there's still food in the basement somewhere, the kinds of storage. I mean, it's not bad in here, really. I mean, I could just wait it out.
No, I thought you said you wanted the head count.
But who's with you, though?
Who are you avoiding?
No one.
Who are you avoiding? Which one? Purple, humanoid, mammoth, tiefling, humanoid.
There's some memories kind of starting to come back a little bit, and I know there was a staff.
Okay.
Well,
tiefling, cool. Purple tiefling.
I'm just very happy to be alive, and I'd like to keep being alive. So,
yeah, understandable. You know, a great way for you to stay alive would be to tell me where the vault is.
Probably not going to have a job after this, am I?
You're not going to have it regardless because there's no patrons. So,
okay. He seems generally like confused, afraid. He will there's a certain essence of like he kind of wants to say something, but he's not really sure what ground he has to stand on here, or if maybe you'll just like transform into some like wintry goddess and murder him. Like he's very like not sure what to do at this juncture.
Look, we're just trying to figure out what happens. Fiend just wants his money. I don't care what you do after that. If I was going to kill you, I would have killed you already.
I mean, that is true. Was there anyone else around like me? I mean, I woke up several feet away from Brinchander. I thought I'd be frozen when I woke up, but it was actually kind of nice and warm. But
so you were outside Brinchander when you woke up. You walked back into here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's correct.
That clears up Farrell's head. Okay, cool. Right. So where's the vault?
It's in the High Rollers suite.
Good to know. Cool.
Can you just like, I don't know how to make a deal with anyone really here. How do I know I'm not gonna die? Are you like, if I show you this vault, but is my usefulness just kind of done at that point, or
I wasn't planning on killing you afterwards. As long as we get the rest of everything that we are trying to accomplish, I'm sure you can be on your way and do whatever.
Do you have like you have like a weapon or anything maybe I could have just for like your own sort of personal security? It's just I got nothing.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna hand him one of my normal daggers. Just here you go, if that makes you feel any better.
Just takes it from you. To make you feel a little bit better, yes, it does. Cool. Thank you.
Cool. If you stab me or anyone else in the back, I will make it hurt 10 times worse. Let's go.
I believe you. I really believe you.
Let's go.
Okay. And as you kind of
step back and let him lead.
As you kind of like you're gonna let him lead?
Yeah. I'm not
roll a persuasion check because he definitely does not want to be ahead of you.
Okay, that's not great. That's only a 6. So I'll walk in front of him if he's just like.
Yeah, he's like as he's kind of walking and sees you kind of going forward. He's like, I prefer to kind of be behind if that's all right with you.
Okay, but if I hear you stop walking, I'll drag you by the scruff of the neck.
That seems fair, as long as you don't control my mind and make me do crazy wintry things. That's okay with me.
Feral at that will get a little more compassionate. I wasn't going to control your mind and make you do things. I just would like this tale to be over.
Okay. All right. Oh God. And he just kind of like starts to, he's in a completely different, has kind of a completely different sort of personality than he had when you first met you. He was kind of this confident, suave sort of dude. And now all of a sudden he's just very unconfident and kind of a bubbling idiot almost. Like the hold over him maybe had some sort of influence with his demeanor. So it's just a very bit of an off-putting thing to you seeing him this way. But coming down, we'll go to the four of you inside the high roller stable as this is going on, as you kind of make your way up towards that door up there. And again, it is kind of like open ajar. So you don't have to lockpick or anything. You can just go right inside.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tarek, we won money here.
We did.
Quite a significant sum. We also lost money. I wonder where Ilya is.
That is true. Probably in Avernus with the others.
I'm going to choose to believe she isn't. She always pops up when I least expect it. So, I will continue to believe so.
All right. Well, where could this vault be? Let's do like a quick sweep of the room, see if there's anything particularly obvious.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Cool. I can't see. Wait, for once I can't see. Oh my god. The man with the special eyes can't see. I rolled
Nobody can roll above a 10 perception.
Yeah,
I rolled the highest perception roll at 9.
This is stressing me out.
I will roll for perception.
Yeah, Fiend, you might as well. You can all kind of look around the room.
Toon, where do you think you would hide money in your nefarious ways? 7, by the way.
Not really a question for me. That does not really align with my character. But
Nonsense. If you didn't want your wife or would-be partner spending your money, where would you put it?
He looks at Julia Stana. Well, in all honesty, I'd probably bury it.
I was already 10 steps ahead of you. I actually thought about checking the backyard.
Ah.
Yeah, 21.
21. Okay.
I got 12.
But we're getting 21. So the three of you kind of start to separate a bit. And as you're looking at the various game tables that were here before, that had various different games going on it. There's a couple of gold pieces kind of displayed all over kind of the different tables. Not very much though. Kind of there's like a couple pieces maybe each on each table. So you could probably just from the surface of the tables find around 12 gold pieces. Just from like one here, one there, one on the floor, that kind of thing. But you start to kind of look around under the tables, around the walls. There's a couple of portraits up. Looking all over, the three of you can't really seem to find any sort of etchings of grooves or anything, any kind of secret compartments. But as Ramira, as you're looking at your friends kind of going all over to the walls, your brain just starts to clock a little bit, and you're like, they're all looking in the in the most obvious places. Like, where could something be hidden that you wouldn't sort of suspect? And you had to beat a 20, so that's awesome.
Nice.
So going down starting to get closer to the ground itself, and seeing if there's anything sort of going on down here, looking down at this kind of carpeted floor that's over the hardwood. And as you're kind of looking around, you notice that a bit of the carpet has a weird sort of incision on the ground. It's very, very thin, like razor thin, that you would notice unless you were like right up and looking at it. And you can see this very sort of thin square outline in this carpet.
I do a little dancey dance on it to see if it squeaks.
I do my little dancey dance. So as you're over top of it, kind of put your hands over it. Need you to make a strength check.
Oh no, I know I'm real good at those. Oh yeah, super good. Yeah, it's a 6. You just hear it go.
So you kind of go around this crevice. You're kind of like, you just can't seem to get your fingers, or because it is a very tight sort of square outline in the carpet. And you kind of push down on it, but you're not able to really make whatever the square outline is kind of budge.
Fiend kind of checking behind painting and stuff is like, now is hardly the time, Ramir. The bathrooms are downstairs.
You know I'm not that kind of person. Come help me open this.
Yeah, can I help?
Something.
And she looks like a tiny mouse trying to get into a cupboard.
Yeah, so you guys can, either one of you could make the strength check at advantage, or two of you could
has the highest of the three of us?
2 of you have the spell enhance ability. Maybe that would help one of you. Not me. I'm going to retire my fighting career.
You could just bust it open. You could just punch it.
I could try and...
No. You will injure, most certainly, whatever is precious in there.
I will try and lift it. Is anyone going to assist me?
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
So, who's rolling what?
So strength check at advantage for you,
Cool.
Mr. Tarek.
Huh, glad I had advantage. 17 plus. Is this athletics or just straight strength?
Straight or athletics, I guess.
Okay, 19 then.
Yeah. So as you kind of like see these grooves into the ground, you're kind of having a bit of trouble trying to get your hands around it. And someone you look to the others is like, someone give me a hand here, and they kind of hand you some tools as you kind of get like a dagger and something thin to be able to get into the grooves and kind of just kind of wedge something to kind of give it a little bit of give, and the bottom of the carpet starts to a little bit of the outlining, the lip of this structure starts to come up. You're able to kind of get your fingers in there, lift it up a little bit, someone get their foot kind of in there so it's up, and then you just come from either side with all your friends kind of lifting at once. This huge, massive safe comes out of the ground from the high rollers table and onto the floor.
Ramira has like her hands on her knees as she looks, and she goes, "Ha-ha! I did it this time."
Well done, Ramira.
You passed my test.
She slaps you on the back. Thanks, Derek. Your test.
As Fiend is fishing out his thieving tools. He just ignores you when you say that.
Yeah, so the safe does have like a bit of a, one of those sort of silver rudders at the front of it. As you kind of spin around, you hear it going, those clicking noises.
Does Sugar Bear finally arrive with our drinks?
I'm going to switch over to that. So, Sir Strange, as we're at the bar, where's Sugar Bear down at the table with the various wall of liquors all around you? Was there anything you were looking for the vault as well at this point? Because you don't know that they've found it up there, obviously.
No.
Or were you looking for something in particular?
No, Sir Strange just figured that if everyone was going up, that if something were bad to happen, they could be the first one to deal with it downstairs. So yeah, I'll just be helping Sugar Bear prepare the drinks. Do I lift Sugar Bear up?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So he's kind of going there. He's like, I guess we're making drinks for everybody. I mean, it's finally sunny around here. It's kind of a joy, cause for celebration a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be making the drinks. I've never made a drink before. In fact, I don't think I've ever had a drink before.
Are you serious? Never had?
No, never.
Oh, wow. Here, lift me up. I'll get some of the higher shelf stuff. I'll make you a paladin plaster. It's very, very good.
Huh. I'm going to lift Sugar Bear up.
Make a strength check.
I throw Sugar Bear. I'm just too strong. Make a strength. Okay. Let's see.
Gotta give Sugar Bear a parachute.
Oh my god, can we please? We can get it.
No.
It has feather fall cast on it, so it falls.
12. So yeah, you kind of bend over with your thick paladin armor. He's a bit low to the ground, so it's a bit awkward to kind of get down there, but eventually he just kind of goes, with his arms up. You're able to pick up Sugar Bear as you kind of put him up, and you kind of throw him up a little bit and get his little feet under your palms as you kind of lift him up fully. He's up there and he's looking for the good stuff. Okay. Reaches up and pulls down a few different various liquors, various bottles, various shapes. Some are clear, some are a bit of them are honey, brownish looking distilled color. Takes 3 down.
As he's doing this, hey, Sugar Bear, there doesn't happen to be any pickles there by chance? Maybe? No?
Are you talking about those wild magic pickles that we had the North Look Inn and Tavern?
Yes. Fuck. Yes.
Yeah, they're weird about those things. I mean, I don't know. They keep going to those Nether East regions and finding all kinds of weird shit and then making like pickled eggs with them and pickled pickle. Like it's really, really fucking weird. I mean, there might be some around here. I mean, there was one of those kind of things that they were doing for a while. But I could find something.
Lovely. Yes, that'd be great.
And then as he kind of takes the bottles, you kind of lift him down onto the bar top as he's kind of standing there fully. And he looks around for the shakers and any kind of juice that's kind of left down in the bottom part of the bar. And as he kind of like fiddling around with different bottles, you see a few fruit flies kind of like a big cloud of them kind of lift out from behind the bar. And just go, sorry. Oh, Jesus. Here, take this bottle. And he kind of just starts handing you like a bottle of juice and various ingredients to make Paladin Plaster cocktail. And he kind of starts making one himself and kind of showing you just how to do it, like a shot here, a shot there, mixing up some juice. He's like, so you really like wild magic things? Is that kind of like a cuisine that you like, or?
No, I just feel more at home. Don't know why. It just feels nostalgic. I don't know. You ever like taste something and it just tastes familiar?
Yeah, no, of course. Well, so where are you from?
I don't remember. But, I guess if you take enough blows to the head, that sort of stuff happens. I mean, you forgot your name and you're Sugar Bear, but, I mean, it happens.
I mean, I won't argue with you there. I mean, sometimes you get hit in the head one too many times and you just forget all sorts of things, but it must feel kind of lonely not remembering where you're from.
Swishin just pauses for a moment. It does, but you get used to it when you have enough people around you. Say, do you have any friends, Sugar Bear?
Just some of the dwarves of the North Look Inn were my friends, if they're still around. I mean, I had some family members, but I haven't seen them in quite some time. Been on my own for a while now.
Are you not sad that you're not around family?
I think they kind of tried to eat me at one point, so it's like, I'm good.
Well, don't worry. I certainly won't try to eat you, but I like to consider us friends.
I mean, I can always use another friend. It's kind of a new concept. It's kind of one of the reasons why I kind of left my hometown.
Yeah. Well, we are friends now.
Okay.
Hands up. Shake hands.
Roll a performance check to see how well your cocktail is.
Fuck. Performance?
Yeah. That one's tunes.
17.
Yeah, it is.
Nice. So as he's just like kind of making this nice sort of whiskey, it's kind of a strange combination of an old fashioned with like some lemon liqueur in there, or orange liqueur in there. It's a bit strong, but has this kind of like light fruity taste to it. And it kind of like makes a few of them and kind of gives up. It goes, cheers, kind of clinks the glasses. It takes a few sips, and yours tastes like really smooth, like really, really nice.
This is from something about alcohol. They're like, oh! no.
Yeah, but it's like very, very strong. You've never had alcohol before. Roll a Constitution check.
At this moment, where's Feral? Because the instant that Sir Strange becomes drunk and she has to go upstairs.
As they've kind of clink glasses and take that first sip, you've come through the backstage area with you see Feral and Batroc, who Sir Strange's never seen before, coming from the stage area, coming down. You just see Sir Strange kind of clink glasses with Sugar Bear as they take this first sip.
I got my first drink and I shared it with Sugar Bear.
You said you rolled a 10 on your con save.
Oh, yeah. Wait, con save or con check?
Or con, I mean.
Con save.
Okay, I'll roll con save. I rolled con. Let's see. That's not that bad. 21.
No, not that bad. 21.
You take a few sips. The taste is like super strong and it's a bit off-putting. Like, but as it kind of first moment subsides, like the actual notes of the drink kind of start to set in, and it's actually quite nice. You're not dizzy or, off your rocker. You're just like, oh, this is what alcohol's all about. Okay.
Are you, Feral, upon seeing this, looking over, squinty a little bit, are you drinking?
Well, I mean, oh, hey, Feral.
Hello, Sir Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that with everything going on, find happiness in the little moments here and there. This is my first drink, and this is the first time I get to know Sugar Bear. And so far, it's really nice. I think I'll miss this when I go back to Asgard.
I think they have meat there if you ever want to try it.
Yeah, but it's not the same sharing it with someone that you consider a friend.
What's in Asgard?
I think I watched Ben die a little inside.
For some reason unknown to Tarek, his skin crawls upstairs.
I got a shiver down my spine.
And his eye twitches.
No, I mean, I don't know. You'll have friends in Asgard too.
And as Batroc is kind of coming up behind you, he's like, "Oh, you picked the expensive stuff. That's fine. That's totally good.
It's fine because
that's totally cool.
It's fine because everybody else is not here, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
We'll go in just a second.
Oh, okay.
Did fiends make you come down here and get drinks?
And Sugar Bear's like,
I'm just kind of following along here.
You're fine. That just very much makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Anyways, Sir Strange, I presume this means you're staying in Asgard then?
I don't know. You see, I was in Asgard for a reason. The last thing I remember was that I had passed on, and I was surprised to find that I was in Asgard. Then I helped you restore the balance. I served my purpose. I no longer need to be with any of you. In fact, that's all Odin needs me for. So, I filled my role, filled my part, and we'll see what awaits me.
Can I ask you a question before we get back to the others?
Sure.
You said you were surprised to end up in Asgard. Where did you think you would go?
Well, last I remember I was dying, everything went black. I didn't believe in any god, at least really. I just figured that I'll end up somewhere and I'll be happy with whatever it is. It was cold. But I awoke in Asgard and, well, I apologize. Everything's a bit like scrambled bits here and there.
Dying must have taken quite a toll.
It's a lot of reasons why I don't talk, because there's bits and pieces of here and there memories that I can't quite understand. Might be the drink, maybe, could be, but
might be, but no pressure. I just
yeah.
Can I ask a follow-up question for you?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Are you disappointed where you ended up?
In a way. Because I saw my party die. And I'm not with them. Which means either I did something wrong or I didn't do enough to be beside them. But, I tend not to overthink because overthinking leads to like self-destructive behavior that I tend to have.
Fair.
But can I ask another question in response?
Of course.
How are you feeling?
Confused.
Well, confused. That's fine. You know what? Regardless of where you are in terms of thought process or just in general, you got this. Even if you think you don't. You're a fighter, Feral. I like that. Takes a sip from the.
Hasn't come easy, but thank you.
You took a sip from the drink?
Yeah, I took another.
Roll another con.
Roll another con save throw. I know exactly where this is going.
Ooh, that's a 12.
A 12. Take that second sip, you feel the liquid kind of go down your throat, and that kind of initial that kind of strong sensation starting to subside a little bit. You're enjoying it a lot more. You're feeling a little loose, a little good. The sensations around you, the environment's kind of like I'm trying to put this. Kind of have a little bit of goosebumps kind of going all over your arms. The heat from the sun is kind of you're feeling on your skin just a little bit more. So everything feels a bit heightened right now.
Well, just like sets the cup down. You know what? I'm not bad at making drinks, am I? Huh. What do you think? And I look at Sugar Bear. You think I'm doing pretty good, right?
As you look down, he's holding an empty big glass jar of pickled eggs. And he has one in his mouth. He's like,
Farrell's eyes go wide. Just, oh no.
You know what? I should open up an inn.
I think you'd actually do a really good job at that.
Well, hopefully I can open up in whatever afterlife I get.
Well, if ever I can come around and have a drink of yours at this inn you open, I'll be sure to stop by.
It's just a dream.
Dreams lead to weird things. Oh, I did find this lovely individual that I'm going to hopefully be led to the vault. If you all are ready to go upstairs.
Yeah, yep, I'll carry whatever drinks that Sugar Bear has made.
And as Sugar Bear eats that pickled egg,
Farrell is keeping an eye kind of half glancing down. Stress. There's stress visible on Farrell's face every time she looks over. Like,
oh my god, that's actually really good.
Okay.
John takes that bite out of this pickled egg, and you just see this kind of faint blue and radiant yellow kind of sparkling glow kind of start to emanate all around his body, almost like an Instagram filter is kind of on him. He's just got this shining sparkly hue on his little goblin skin, just like, where are we going now?
Okay, upstairs.
He just starts kind of shittering around and kind of jittering. Laughing a bit to himself.
Farrell honestly hates it here, but it's like, okay, we're gonna go now. And because Batrock didn't want to go first, I'll
Batrock, as you guys are going up there, he's like, hey there, with Dad, do you want me to kind of finish those drinks for you? I could probably make a few more for you if you don't mind. I could just stay down here and do that.
Please.
Wait, Trishing has the drinks that they're already made, right?
Yeah.
Some of them.
Please offer to make me more.
No, we got it, boss. We got it. Don't we, Sugar Bear? We got.
Ferris looks back
All right, let me get right off that thing then. I'll just follow you up those stairs then, no problem. And he just kind of everyone's pushing him around. There's like, okay, no, right. I guess I'll just do this then.
We walk upstairs to see the vault, and Farrell's like, you guys.
Yeah, so at this point, the rest of you kind of come upstairs, and you see the rest of them up there with the vault already in tow, just kind of put on the ground as soon as you get up there. And the rest of you see that truck kind of making his way behind.
I found a friend.
Yes.
Turret kind of just looks up, hearing you and just like, did you find? Oh my god!
And that truck kind of.
How are you out of everyone here?
Hey,
how? What? I'm stunned.
Because they wandered off into the snow right outside of Bryn Shander.
Right. Pure ridiculous luck then.
Yeah.
Well, if you think
so?
an abandoned... Yes. Well, if I had to choose between an abandoned city and Avernus, well, I think I know which one I would choose.
Oh no, I agree with you. I mean, is that true? She locks eyes with Batrog. I would like to do I'm waiting for a response, but this is me trying to do an insight check.
So you're trying to kind of read his face when Tarek says, "Oh, you were just outside of the town. That's very convenient."
Yeah, when she's like, "Well, is that true?" She's basically asking for a verbal confirmation of you telling the truth, bud?
Roll a insight.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. I rolled a 2, but I have a plus 10 to insight, so 12.
12.
Damn it.
So are you is that true? And you kind of see Batroc cowering kind of behind Farrell, trying not to see the gaze of Mr. Fiend. And when that happens, there's no initial shock or you can't really seem to read. He's not giving any signs that anything to think otherwise. As you're kind of studying him, and he's just like, "Oh well, it looks like you've got that vault all figured out there. So I just no need for me to be here anymore. Just
thank you."
Okay.
Batrog. I slink out from behind the safe. Kind of walk over towards Sugar Bear and pick up one of the drinks from the tray.
Farrell's letting him cower behind her, so
you just see this little tiny 4-foot goblin just with this little floating tray is just kind of going around in the high rollers table.
God, I love Sugar Bear.
Thank you, Sugar Bear.
Batrog.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Sugar Bear. You are a wonder to the eyes.
You know.
I do believe, Batrog, you owe me quite a bit of money. Is this the only safe in the casino?
That one? That's the high roller safe. That's where we store all the big stuff.
I'd like to insight check this as well.
Sure.
Same.
I just want to make sure he's telling the truth.
As he's answering, because he's cowering behind Farrell, she'll kind of lean a little bit so you can actually see his face.
Yeah, 16.
16.
Insight, 18 plus 5. Maths. Is good.
23.
23. Yeah.
23. So as he's kind of saying that, seeing Fiend's face, he's very squirmy. He's...
I feel like I would also still know kind of what's going on. I just lean over. I don't think he's telling the truth.
As Farrell moves out of the way so that we can see his face, I just sock him in the fucking lips. Open hand sock him. So not even closed fist hit him, but just kind of hand open this far and just go whap and hit him with the knuckles and the lips.
Ooh.
Julia Stana standing beside Toon this whole time. He's been kind of quiet, still processing everything. He's like, "You have very strange friends."
Yes, I do.
Do they hit people all the time like this?
From what I can tell, yes, it's quite a common occurrence. Different cultures.
Different cultures.
Would they need help?
Let him get up! Let him go!
That's why I'm here.
Where's the vault?
Quite a lot of help.
I love her so much. We're gonna move back after Fiend socks him. Cool.
Baltrog, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you because I was expecting this drink and I needed to stretch a bit. Do I need to put my full attention to what you were saying?
Full attention? What do you mean?
I mean, I could put this drink down so that I could cast somatic components.
I would answer him if I was you.
Yes, I just tell him the truth. It's a lot easier and going to be a lot less painful and humiliating for you. That's
I
not
have
me.
Warcaster. I don't
That's
actually.
just me telling you the honest truth.
Isn't
All right,
your
I'll
boss like dead?
Derek Glitch is like, I'm not threatening you. I'm just being honest.
I'll have Fiend roll intimidation at advantage.
Ooh, advantage even, you say.
With everyone giving me suggestions.
As he's doing that, Toon's gonna kind of step forward and be like, "Now, just tell me where it is. It is. I won't let him hurt you. Good job. I'll do my best."
I rolled a
We'll
4
wait for that, Toon.
and a crit.
You got a crit, Toon.
I got-
I'm gonna let you do persuasion at advantage because you're looking like a real good option right
I
now.
want us, dude. I want us both to crit so bad, and then just be like,
Are you dead?
We are the good cop, bad cop.
We can't roll perception for shit. You can't roll perception for shit, but when it comes to threatening this poor NPC,
So Batrog, this high elf with these big circular glasses and this kind of fine highfalutin outfit with the ruffles and velvet is just all over the just all over beside himself. Sees Fiend, obvious hurt aggression that way. Toon, this very soft, warm presence of a woolly mammoth just staring at him. He's like, "Come on, friend, you can talk to me. It's fine." He's like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know which way to go. Do you
25.
with the mods?
Mm-hmm.
With mods, you definitely beat me. Mine is 21.
So he looks at you, Toon, and he's like, to be quite honest, I think this man might be the one that and then just looks over at Fiend and literal like fire wisps are coming out of his irises. And there's like slight smoke kind of coming from his hand as like a makeshift fireball is starting to be formed. It's like, no, right? Nope, that's. Oh, now I see. That's the wrong way. That's the way that I want to. Yep, nope, totally. But just go with this side over here.
Come here, little man.
I would speak quick and precise.
Yep. Just safe. Yep. Okay. Let me just get right on that thing for you. All right.
I look over the Toon and I'm like, I would have chosen you.
Thank you.
I just look at Toon and go,
Good cop, bad cop.
They're both bad cop.
Doesn't know that.
So he goes over to the safe and puts in the combination for the door, and you just hear this the last of rotation. All right, there you go, everyone. Consider it a gift from me to you there.
what's in the safe?
So you open up the safe, and it's empty.
Oh my god.
Except
I called it.
for a single piece of parchment
Oh, for fuck's sake.
that's folded
I
up.
owe you.
I called it.
I pick up the parchment.
And the parchment, very fine, very well-defined handwriting, has the cadence of someone very familiar to you. As the top of the letter says, "Hello, dearie. So, things seem to kind of go a little bit sideways there, and I kind of needed a little bit of getting out of town money, you see. Don't worry. I owe you one. ... million ... See you soon, Ilya.
Best joke. Oh my god.
We Fiend essentially finagled an actual bank robber and just didn't know it.
Bruh.
Farrell, from what you said, Fiend.
And we were worried about the patrons taking it.
Fiend? What is that?
Fiend kind of crumples up the piece of paper in his hand and looks over in the corner and goes, he's thinking. Is that another Averna sigil?
What?
Which one?
He points over in the corner as everybody looks. He turns around and just starts decking the shit out of Baltrog. Tackles him to the ground and just I'll fucking kill you!
I will try and pull
pulling
Fiend
him
off
off.
them. Yeah, I'm trying to separate them.
Just grab an arm.
What do you want to hit him with?
Just my fist.
Unarmed strike. Make a strike an advantage.
Do you kill him? I swear.
I'm gonna be so pissed off.
That is a 19. It's just going off my strength.
Yep.
That is an 18.
Holy shit.
Okay, unarmed strike, so it's just 3 damage, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just block him right to the ground, falls down. Fiend is just giving this dude hands from the heavens above as you all just kind of get around and go, whoa, and just start to pull him off.
Tarek and Toon both have an arm. If I'm honest, I feel like that's how that was pulled off. Is Tarek and Toon just calm down,
I'm just
buddy.
watching.
And as you all are trying to take him
fault.
back with an arm and a leg, Julius Donna just kind of comes over with one hand, lifts Fiend up by his collar, and just
You guys just start seeing somatic components going off on his fingertips.
Fiend, I swear. Just let it go. It is not his fault.
This man.
Roll with that, Fiend. Roll intimidation at advantage again.
Oh, God.
The game.
We're starting to get into some good rolls, boy. That is 24. 19 plus 5.
24. As you're just swinging down haymakers like Randy Couture, he's his blood's kind of coming out of his mouth. He's like, oh God, okay, fine. I'll tell you where, but I'll give you the stash. God, stop. Ow, 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 ow.
I'm okay. I'm all right.
No.
Where's the stash?
Nope. I'm still holding him. I'm not letting go.
I'm gonna help Battrat. I'm gonna help him up. I'm gonna just haul him to his feet. And
You just got beat up by Urkel.
Kind of against me. I'll just lean him against me. Did not bring you here to get beat up. But
Ow,
I'm not.
ow, 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 ow.
Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, stop being such a baby.
Ow.
Did I do half his health? See, plenty.
You're pretty fucked up.
How do you like to do this?
Just kill him and keep speak with dead.
Go ahead, Jared. You have your hand raised.
Can I use lay on hands on the poor, beaten down, and somewhat cooperative individual?
Yep, for sure.
How many hit points is he? How bad is he? No.
He's pretty beat up.
Okay. Is there a way for me to tell how many hit points he actually has, or am I just gonna have to guess?
I think he took 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took 3 points of damage, yeah.
So you can just heal him back to full with that.
Yeah. I'll mutter some Elvish and then do my heal him for 3.
So as he's just got these huge bruises sort of welting up on his jaw, blood kind of coming down the corners of his mouth, you come over to him, just put your hand on his face, radiant light comes out, and the bruising starts to descend from the swelling. The blood starts to dry up, the cuts kind of heal and mend back to regular skin. He's and he tries to rush and run away.
I cast telekinesis.
I was gonna say I leaned him against me, so good luck.
You lean him against you, so you can get a opportunity attack to hit him or try to grab him, as he's just freaking the fuck out basically and tries to make a run for it.
If I'm there, can I just stand in his way? I'm a big boy.
I was gonna say.
I'm a big tanky boy.
So you just goes into the paladin armor.
And then
I just had this awful image of him knocking him over and just so strange rolling down the stairs.
As he bumps into Sir Strange, Farrell will kind of tap him on the shoulder. If I was you, I would make this much easier on yourself and just tell Fiend what he wants to know, and then he won't have to hit you again.
All right, stash. Yep.
Yeah. That.
All right. This way. Over here.
You're gonna lead the way this time.
Oh. Okay.
Cool.
Yep. That sounds fair. And just kind of looking behind him for Fiend and everyone else. Makes his way down out of the high rollers table back to the main floor, where the wrestling ring is. And he kind of starts to creep down on all fours. And he's like, "Don't fireball me! I'm going under the ring."
That would set the building on fire. He would disintegrate you first.
I would disintegrate him. Yes, I would disintegrate you first.
I'm gonna look at Fiend. Please don't kick him. As he's like gets down. Please don't kick.
He's looking like Scrace. I would kick him right then.
Yeah, there's some lovely alcohol on the wall over there.
Please just hurry up. I can only hold him so long.
I'm gonna go over there's a wall over there with alcohol. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, and he seemed really annoyed that we had taken some of the really fancy stuff, so take some of the fancy stuff.
You see Mr. Fiend like swishing his glass around, and then he just chucks it behind his shoulder because he doesn't trust Sugar Bear's drink making. Just
whoa! Didn't Sir Strange help?
Yeah.
Sir Strange never drank alcohol before.
He doesn't know that though.
I'll never open an inn again.
Good, because you're gonna be stuck with us.
All right, so you see Batroc kind of go down under the ring. You see his feet still dangling kind of on the outer side, so you don't see him kind of fully go down under. Rustling around, some metal hitting on metal, and then you just hear this huge sack gets kind of pulled out from under the ring and put down in front of you. All right. This is what I was skimming off the top.
How much is there, Baltrog? This is like pouring from like the most expensive whiskey that's on that shelf.
Should be around 3,000 gold pieces in there.
You just hear the glass drop.
Fiend.
It's something, Fiend.
You're missing about 10 times that. 27,000 gold is what you're missing, Baltrog.
I didn't steal your things. Whoever put that paper in there did. I didn't do anything.
Well, don't you have insurance?
A what?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
The Rune Saints don't really give you insurance that often, you know? You gotta just take what you can get.
Yeah, would agree.
You see Mr. Fiend just thinking in the corner.
I'm gonna remove Batroc from this. I'm gonna like move him away from the bag of gold back to my side.
put his hand on Fiend's shoulder as he's like commiserating with him, and he's gonna grab a bottle. Is there any gin on the shelf?
Yep.
Perfect. He grabs a nice big bottle of gin. He's gonna just unstopper the top of it and juniper, and he's gonna like take a swig on that, and he's gonna commiserate with
Mr. Fiend puts his hand on top of the bottle like before you take a sip and goes, "Don't take that one. Take the one to the left of that."
Ah, right. Grab the more expensive bottle.
There you go. All right, together now. Tink.
When he mentions the Ruined Saints, Tyre's just going to step forward and say, "What do you know about the Ruined Saints?"
I fucking hate today.
I'm not going to hurt you, okay? Just tell me.
So Farrell has him kind of
it's
next to her.
important. Please.
Make a persuasion roll.
I should have intimidated. I'm better at that.
As Tarek says that, Farrell will look down and say, I was one. If that gives you any help.
Persuasion. God, I wish I wasn't being nice right now. Oh, it's +5 actually. That's okay. 22. 17 plus 5.
22. Saying that and then looking over as Farrell whispers to you, is like, I used to be one too.
It was quiet. I would like to it was quiet.
The Ruined Saints, they paid for all of this.
Shocking.
For all of this?
Yeah, the casino,
How long have they been in Brynshanda?
Been here a while, I'd say. Came here maybe a couple of years ago and started giving the town a bit of a once-over and bringing some more visitors and tourism over here. The Brynshanda in the 10 towns isn't really a place where most people want to go visit. The who?
Do you know of their leader?
Who's that?
By the name of Zafe.
Never heard of that person.
All right. Just asking. Trying to get as much information as we can. And I'll just...
sorry, Saf?
Let him go.
Just as a background thing, Ramira would have stayed upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She just do the same, like walking back through the crowd. I'm like, I'll be there in a second.
Sure.
Yep.
So as everyone's down here having this conversation, you stayed upstairs?
Yeah, she just wants to light a quick candle, and she would have kept the drink that Sugar Bear had brought up and made like a mini altar, and she's just gonna pray. And that's what she's doing. So.
Okay. You take some time to kind of do that, light the candle, down to your ritual. Did you want to say what you're praying for, or do you want to just kind of be more of a solitary thing?
I think she's just kind of there to be like in the presence, sort of. Like, not that she's like looking for words to come back to her. I think she's just experienced something really heavy, and she's like, and this is how I cope with it. So I'm going to just take some quiet time for myself.
You're praying to Saloon, I figure? Or for someone?
Yeah, to Saloon.
Praying to Saloon after coming to, the end of this long journey with the Frost Maiden, everything that's kind of been put before you, just kind of giving a general prayer of thanks and to protect your friends and for good fortune to kind of follow. As you're kind of having a solitary moment, this weird sort of it's interesting. It's kind of like this warm wind kind of comes into the room, which is odd because you're in the walled room. But it's a familiar feeling, kind of like if you were outside in the summer, fields of like flowers and grass and things like that. Even those smells kind of start to come to you a little bit. And as you're kind of praying, your eyes closed, your hands like this, the candle's up, just this weird presence that you can almost kind of feel that's in there with you as you kind of look over this little bunny, this little white furred rabbit, just kind of starts hopping in your visage. It's kind of a weird sort of white wisps are kind of coming off of it. Just kind of looks over to you, giving a familiar sort of feeling that you've experienced way back in your past. You kind of just give it a nod. And so rabbit just kind of tilts its head. nods, kind of jumps into the wall and just disperses in like mist.
Amazing. She's just gonna kind of like lay out the drink instead of having it in the cup. She kind of lays out the drink and then uses the cup to extinguish the flame, and then puts the cup down. I know you're there. I know. And then she kind of gets up and then walks down the stairs.
Okay. So as Ramira joins the party, having found that vault, unfortunately, nothing was inside. Did you have any more questions for Batroc, or did you want to start to make your way to get summoned by the Bifrost? Or did you have anything else in Brandshander you wanted to do?
Fiend puts his hand on Toon's shoulder. Batroc.
Yes?
You owe me quite a bit of money. I think we should call it even. Where's the deed to this place?
Real estate.
What the deed to this place? The thing is, it's not really mine to give. You know, it's kind of someone else's, really.
The Ruined Saints, sure. He starts walking closer to Batroc and sipping this fine liquor and kind of pulls Tarek closer because he sees that Tarek wants to say something to Tarek.
He's just gonna, just as you start like asking specifically that, and he's just like, well, I can't provide that. Tarek's just gonna just sigh and be like, when you're done torturing the man, I'll be outside.
Sounds like a plan. And I am ready to go as soon as I'm done with this. He puts his hand.
Step outside with the two bards.
Batroc, you run a great casino. This is to be expected. Somebody of your talents and personality. You will continue to run this casino for me. I own it now. The real owner is in hell. And I won't be saving him. We probably won't be saving him. He's probably going to stay there. So it's fair to say that when you reopen this establishment, that whatever he was receiving, we will be receiving.
I don't know if you've noticed, but it's a pretty empty town right now. There are other towns. Maybe they have casinos you could intimidate their deeds. The busier ones, in fact.
This is more of a work off your debt kind of thing. It's not, you viewed it as it's not your problem that you were robbed and can't give me my money. But I view it as it's not my problem that you were robbed and can't give me my money. Because not only did you not give me my money, you gave a very important item of mine away to an enemy. But that's forgiven. 27,000 gold is not. So expect you to go to the next town over and live your life. But I will find you. And you will pay me what I'm owed. However you'd like to. It can be service here in this casino for a percentage per year. Or it can be a flat sum when I return. But the people who once controlled this town are dead. And we killed them. So it won't be hard to find you.
Right. Right. Okay. That seems fair. Toon?
To emphasize Fiend's point, Toon's gonna kind of like start stumbling over, and you can see that one of the bottles of gin is empty, and he's got another in his hand, and he's unstoppering that one, and he's gonna down the entire bottle of gin, swang back, and then sort of like stagger forward, and point at him and be like, "I've decided I don't like you. Whatever he says, will happen this time. And then he's gonna like stagger out of the casino.
Why did Toon turn into Batman?
It was like
he's like mocking me. It's like that. Yeah.
Where are the other drugs going?
This is Toon trying to sound drunk.
All right. Well, maybe there is a contract that maybe I could have you sign. I think it's part of the deed. You decided I'll give you partial interest in the place. Does that sound fair to you?
No worries. Fiend kind of holds up a bar napkin that he wrote up before he walked over here, and it just says, Baltrog will give 10% of earnings each month to Fiend and party.
I think I have actual documents if you want me to go and get to make it official and everything.
Was this not official enough?
I don't think governments will really accept that.
Toon is gonna point to the napkin. It looks very official.
Things I didn't know I needed in my life until they happened.
Sign the napkin.
Sign the napkin. You're garbage. You sign too much.
Kevin, I have a question as a DM. Like, I sent you a private message. I don't know if you saw it. Because if the answer is yes, I want to use that information. I don't know if you saw it or not. It's a little up in the chat now.
No, they don't have any.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to. Okay, thank you. Actually, as they're arguing back and forth, if we can make it look more official, Pharaoh's going to look back at him and say, as a member who technically is still a ruined saint, I'm going to say give it to him on behalf of Zafe now. Think of it as an alliance between Fiend. What was your group?
The Skeleton Key.
Right. Think of it as an alliance between the Ruined Saints and the Skeleton Keys. I'm sure you'll be well praised for it.
Oh, very precarious moment.
Yes.
Here, let me go get some documents, and I'll be right back. Okay, just hold on. And you see him kind of run to the back of the casino, up to that office, runs around for a bit, comes down, and these kind of like hardened, sort of brown parchment rolled up contract. He comes down. All right, here you go. Just put it here, and and he starts unfurling it. It's very long, and it has like all this jargon of just like complicated clauses and things like that. And then has kind of a name way at the bottom of the signee and the signer.
Does it look to be of accord?
Make a perception check.
You mean an actual official document compared to your napkin?
No, I mean to see if this man intends to write me out by some stupid clause. That is a 3 on perception.
Toon's there and also making a perception check to analyze this, and in his like staggering state.
If you're drunk, you're doing it at advantage. Disadvantage.
Advantage? I'm gonna be drunk all the time.
I got a 19.
At disadvantage?
Toon's not disadvantaged. Toon's immune to poison. He's just.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Choosing to act like this.
Yeah.
Which is
Julius Donna behind him, just like, I never know how he could get so drunk. He infected to poison. It makes no sense.
Sheesh. I didn't know.
So you actually looking through this contract, it's strange. There's certain clauses about owning this casino, the various percentages of income and things like that. And then you notice some very highfalutin clauses that you're using like very, very big words, but using play on words that at a glance was like, that's kind of odd. But you're seeing phrases that say like lifetime. You're seeing phrases like indentured servitude. You're seeing numbers of like 25, 50 years, 80 years.
God, don't sign that.
Yeah. So dropping his hand from his eye, he ceases the affectation of drunkenness, and he's gonna, fiend, don't sign this. No, this is a trap, plain as a pit full of spikes. See here and there. He's trying to rope you into something.
I don't. It's just a standard game with the building. It's a very serious contract.
I want to lean over and look.
This is not a problem. This is more of an inconvenience of sorts. Here you go, Farrell. And he hands you the contract and says, we'll just sign mine. And he kind of like bites his thumb on his fang and puts his fingerprint next to Mr. Fiend on his napkin, and then goes, and then here's and knocks him right in the fucking nose and just catches his nose with the napkin. Just goes, and then there's you. Yep, that's blood. That works for me. Does that work for you?
Could I see the napkin?
The contract.
It's a contract.
All right. Sorry. Nose is broken for like the net 10th time in like an hour.
Yeah. It's it hit. It's 3 damage. This is half his health. Half his nose is in his fucking teeth right now.
Takes the napkin from you as like with your blood on it. And as Farrell has the contract, okay. He's reading it and just getting closer to where Farrell is.
I'm gonna look up. Do I notice that he's getting closer to me?
As you look up, he's kind of walking over to you, like reading the note, and he has the napkin with Fiend's blood on it, and he tries to swipe the contract with his blood super quick.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
I was about to say somebody's gonna do it, otherwise Farrell's going to.
3.
I cast Disintegrate.
Oh! As he does, I want to take a step back.
Wow.
So I'll roll athletics if you'd like me to take it to take a step back.
Take a step. You want to just be out of the blast radius?
Yeah, like even if it's just for flavor, I'll just as I look up and see him coming at me and go like this, I see Fiend in the background and I want to take a step back and let it happen.
And as that, you just kind of, you don't make a check, you just kind of get out of the way, like, oh shit, and you kind of take the contract away, kind of makes a swipe for it, he goes, no, and there's the Disintegrate, like, starts waving his hands, and before you kind of start to emanate the hand gestures, this red aura starts to go around Batrock's body, and he goes, I'm sorry, I did what you asked, I tried. Just get and his body starts to gets wreathed in flame as his body and his skin starts to melt off of his bones and just starts to just wreathe in pain and just.
God damn it.
I have a question. Assuming that I still have my detect evil and good on this entire time, right? I didn't notice that, right?
He wasn't. The thing is, so how am I gonna describe?
Doesn't it only last 10 minutes though?
It lasts 10 minutes then.
Yeah, I feel like we went past
I'll
that.
also blame the drinks.
Yeah.
But I think Detect Evil and Good does like Fey, Fiend, and Undead, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Fiend. Oh, there's Fiend. Hi, Fiend. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
Also, he detect good and evil is more to detect like evil kind of creatures and things like that. This act seems more to desperation than evil. But as that happens, you can clearly detect just this this fire and brimstone just starts going all around him as his body kind of chunks and melts to the floor, and his bones just.
Does it smell like sulfur?
It does.
Farrell has taken a step back and watches it happen. This contract is absolutely bogus. I don't know who wrote this, but goodness.
The contract starts to.
Yep.
Also reads
she'll just
and turns to black and dash.
It's a cautionary tale, really.
I'm seeing into my future. It's a joke.
Frankly, let's just leave.
Technically, there's no more ruined saints, right?
This whole place is seemingly empty.
Farrell kind of giggles to herself. That puts me in charge, right?
You are the queen.
Fiend, it's yours.
Thank you so much. This is a wonderful establishment, Fireball.
Isn't it? It's great.
Fiend just lights the whole fucking place on fire.
You actually want to burn to the ground?
Oh, yeah. He just fireballs it and goes, I have bad memories here.
Did you want any alcohol before it all burns?
Tyrion's gonna walk over and grab more bottles of gin.
Yeah.
Farrell's grabbing a couple bottles of
I'm positive where we're going has better alcohol.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
on the way there, I
grab a couple bottles anyways. I'm gonna grab a couple bottles of ales and stuff because I don't trust Asgard's drink still. So I grab a couple.
He just lobs it in the back corner, just fireball in the back corner, and just.
After you guys all kind of leave outside, Silla's like, sounds like someone got hit in the face quite a few times. Is there anything interesting happening there?
I hand him a bottle of ale. Nope.
Oh. All right. Sorry, Tark.
Whilst they were all doing all of that, I was going to talk to the two of them. That's okay.
Because he was
yeah. I just don't want to interrupt any of that. Yeah.
You see your fake sounds of.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like as they're talking, Tarek will just hear this and just like hear the disintegration and be like, man, it's going to happen sooner or later. And then just hears the fireball. It's just like, well, better step away from the building. Just unfazed at this point. Like two extremely powerful spells. Just like, was expected. Just as you said, he steps outside and just sees the two of them. It's like, how are you both feeling?
All right, I guess. Kind of weak and tired, to be honest. And Thar beside him is like, yeah, that happens when you fucking die because of you stupid piece of shit. And just starts getting like amped up again from the situation.
When she says that, he's like, I feel fine.
Oh, right, you died. Oh, sorry. Right, that's a thing. And she's like, oh, yeah. How are you feeling, by the way? Are you okay?
Strange. To be honest, I don't quite know what to feel at the moment. It feels almost like borrowed time. Still, kind of just shakes himself out of it as he seems seems kind of get a little far away. It's just like, still, what happened to the two of you? I know your memory is probably unclear since you were under the Frost Maiden's spell, but Salil, you have more memory. After we left, what happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
I mean, between us leaving and going up there, and well, us finding you at Grimskull. What happened during that time? Do you remember anything?
Well, you all left in that rainbow light.
We'll be doing that again, but this time we'll be taking you with us.
Oh, geez, I forgot about that.
Don't worry, it's safe. Trust me, safer than anywhere here.
Not much, really. I mean, after you all left, the Herald was down there with her minions. I tried to escape, tried to fight them off, but it wasn't enough. And flash came from some staff she was holding. And
I see.
then I woke up and found all of you.
Like I said, we'll be taking both of you with us when we leave here. And we'll be calling upon a friend of mine, old Heimdall, from a place called Asgard. Don't ask. I see it on your face.
I wasn't going to say anything. It's fine. It's okay.
Well, we'll be taking you there. You'll be safe. It's not here on the material plane, so the Saints can't get to you. You don't have to worry about them. The others, well, ecstasy. They're obviously not here, but we will get him back. I'm not going to ask for you to come with us to Avernus, but I understand he is your friend, and, well, I don't know how the rest of everyone would feel, but if you wish to accompany us, you may, or you may stay in safety in Asgard. It will be safe. You will be taken care of. It's a good place, but I can't guarantee when we will be going.
I think at this point, I just want to have a drink, a cocktail umbrella in it, and find a beach somewhere and just goddamn relax, you know?
Right? I could say the same thing. Right, Asgard is certainly the place for that.
I've had enough death and destruction to last you a lifetime. Thank you very much.
I agree.
And Thar beside Solo is just like, quick question, just, if you know, if you don't, that's fine. What are the people, like in Asgard, size, general features, are they all huge, or is there any, like, my height, or,
In comparison, you're probably a little on the short side. No offense. I mean, just short compared to me, but...
like being tossed around as much as the next person.
Well, no one will be throwing you. That's not
not at first, but, after some convincing, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Tarek, Ben knows what I mean. Tarek is just like...
Ben doesn't know how to deal with that.
At any rate, you will be safe there.
Never done the Giant's Bane?
Looked after. Sorry?
Never done the Giant's Bane? It's fine. We can talk about it later. It's not important. It's okay. It's okay. And so Lil's just looking at Thar like, oh my God. Jesus Christ. Just his groans going over.
Well, we should be going there shortly. As soon as Tarek hears the disintegrate, I think they're done. Give it a moment. Just
so you wait
to
hear.
You wait to hear for
flames.
The sound. I'm like,
yeah.
Yep, there it is. We should probably move away. The building is on fire.
Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. And just starts to see smoke billowing out of the entrance as your friends kind of come out to leave.
Yes, that's what Fiend likes to do. He likes to leave a mark.
At that moment, Farrell hands Salil the ale after he asks what happened. Nothing.
Never a dull moment. And just starts to get up from the ground, accompanying you all with him.
He grabs Tarek.
Do you have that sack with you, by the way?
we took the gold. We
Yeah.
took
The gold.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I already added it. I
I
already
need
added it.
the
Yeah.
gold
Okay.
to burn.
Did you look inside of it, or did you just kind of sling it over your back?
I already added it to my inventory. My bad. Yeah, I'll look inside of
I
it.
already had it to my inventory.
I promise you, if I get ink bombed like a
I'll
bag,
be
I will fucking lose it. This won't be the only building.
No, as you look into the sack, just to like you've been bamboozled a few times. You're just like looking there.
Bam, boo, 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 boo.
There are like multiple sacks of coins in there, but there's also a sheet of parchment inside of it as well.
Oh.
Mr. Fiend kind of pulls out like his cooking tongs, like the like from his like knapsack, and picks up the piece of paper, like the piece of parchment, like away from him, like away from his bleeding hand, away from everything. Just
It's the deed to the Orchid Casino.
oh, you wouldn't fucking say, huh? Well, he just kind of puts that on the stoop of the casino.
This could be
Wait, is it to the land of it too?
Yeah.
He keeps it. Pulls it up and puts it in his pocket. Like, I could resell the land. They could build something else here.
It's that moment I just immediately thought, just when we thought we'd left the gold inside, it's like, Fiend, why'd you leave the gold in there? It's not about the money. It's about making a
the
statement.
message.
It's the principle of the thing.
It's about the message.
All right. So leaving the casino, starting to catch smoke kind of coming out of it, and the daylight flame just starting to engulf it a little bit as you do that cool guy, don't look at explosions, walk away from a burning building, starting to catch flame. What would you like to do next?
I would like to take Tarek by the shoulder away from the crowd of people. Not really like in secrecy or anything, just kind of like, huddle up real quick and go, Tarek, last time we saw your patron, I get the imagination that he wasn't too fond with you.
Well, we've done what he wanted now, so
Right.
should be fine.
And I think you should give him this yourself. And Mr. Fiend pulls out the heart of the Frost Maiden.
Are you sure?
This is your reward, my friend.
It's the Fiend giving me the spoils. This certainly is an interesting day.
Well, I imagine it will wind up in the vaults of Asgard, which is where I wanted it to begin with.
I see. Well, thank you.
However, I do ask you a favor in return.
There it is.
I want a reward from Odin. You don't have to ask for it. I just want you to make mention I would like to speak to the One-Eyed King. Or at least a request of something from the Raven Feeder.
I will certainly see if I can arrange an audience for you.
Thank you.
There are many of us that will probably want certain things. I know Farrell wanted to see a shaman.
I won't embarrass you, Tarek. And he just kind of like pokes him on the nose and walks back to the group.
Yes.
You picking up after Ramira, are you?
Probably.
A little boop. Next thing you know, Fiend's gonna start giving out marshmallows.
So it's like, right, so I'll do the talking. Got it. We'll see how that goes.
I am going to ask my bars if there's anything else that they want to do before we leave.
Bar's just looking at you like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Before we go. The Ruined Saints, you've ran with them a little more than I did now. A little longer now. Are there any outside of here? Or are they all here in Burnshander? Or 10 Towns? Do you know?
It's a little just kind of a bit of like just this exasperated.
I know. I'm sick of hearing about it too, but I gotta know.
I mean, the ruined saints are the things of legend. Who knows how many of them there are, how vast the networks go. It's your guess is as good as mine at this point. The fact that they were able to have this many in one spot under the illusion of the Sword Coast Alliance is quite a feat in itself. I mean, they mastered deception and deceiving everyone on the coast. I don't know, to be honest.
Okay.
Their total numbers.
That's okay. I just wanted to see if there was more. That's it.
I'm sorry. I wish I could be more help.
It's not a big deal. That's all I wanted.
Okay. So with that conversation, as you all kind of make your way over to the center of town, Tarek.
Yeah, Tarek will just
as you made a call last. I think you made a call last session where you were like you prepared for them to come pick you up when you were ready, right?
Yeah, I mean, I said I would like let them know, and I basically I said it would be the center of town, and not sure how many people it would be, but yeah, I basically let them know. Now I will kind of just close my eyes and focus and be like, Heimdall, we're ready.
Okay. And with that, as the clouds around you, any sort of partly cloudy sky that was kind of in the cloud and the sky above starts to part just ever so slightly around the center of Bryn Shander as the lights of the sun start to shine down on you. As you all look up, there's almost like this shining star in the sky apart from the sun sort of beams down in this ultraviolet light as this warm hue starts to come into your view. Wind starts to whip and all around you as this sigil, this Valkyrie Asgardian sigil starts to burn around in the ground. And all of a sudden this energy beam comes bursting down. This ultraviolet color bursts into the stratosphere, takes you all as this energy just consumes your entire body as your feet start to lift off the ground, and as you're elevating little by little by little, suddenly your whole entire body just takes off into the stratosphere, into the skies, past the sun and the stars. Yeah, Tarek?
Right as we're like going up, I'll just like look over to Salil. What's his face look like right now? I will
freaking out.
I'll just give him a smile, and just because he's far away, I'll just in his mind he'll just hear, "Try not to throw up."
As he's just got this freaked out visage about him. Thar on the other side beside you is just going, woo! Just shouting into the rooftops. And just Donna's just looking around in wonder as she's seeing all these galaxies and stars and planets just wisping by as you're taken all around the cosmos. And then eventually you see that very familiar visage up ahead as Asgard's planet starts to come into view as you go through the clouds, through the ozone, straight ahead. As you look up, as the smoke and the mist all lays out in front of you, Heimdall there standing on top of a platform with his golden sword. As the bright Bifrost starts to power down all around you, sees you all there with a few more extra bodies than what you had discussed before.
I'll just give him a knowing look of, I know. I will deal with it.
Seems to be a knowing trait with you that you're always going to come with more than you had decided, so I'm kind of just accepting it at this point. Come. They are waiting for you. And he turns around as you hear this hush sound of a crowd emanating from outside. And as you all kind of come outside with this bright, shining environment all around you, this bright sort of stone gem rainbow bridge going out towards the castle of Asgard and its people, you hear this faint sound of cheering way off in the distance as a few sets of horses are all laid out for you in front of the Bifrost. Heimdall comes up behind you in his huge, massive foreign golden shining armor. It's a bit of a welcoming party. Ready to
What is all this? I don't understand. What?
It'll be a bit more of a fun surprise if you find out for yourself. Come on. And he kind of leads you all towards the entrance as he gets on his massive horse, as he has horses there for all of you. And as you all get on, kind of some of you ride 2 and 2 for Juliustana and Salil and Thar. So you make your way along this golden rainbow bridge with this beautiful river and ocean water down underneath you. You come closer to the town as those massive statues of past kings and Asgardian warriors flow through you. The audience waiting for you starts to that cheering grows louder and louder, and there is a sea of people all waiting for your arrival, all holding various strange celebratory items that are all like the shape of they're holding sticks with thunderbolts on them. There's some of them are wearing Thor's helmet. Almost looks like a Thor fan club is in the city right now. There's yellow confetti being popped up everywhere. Everyone is just yeah, and they're all shouting and they're all saying Frostbreakers have arrived, and just shouting as you're going through kind of the main part of the front part of the Asgardian city as you're hitting that first wave of the locals in the village, and everyone's just throwing sort of flowers and confetti, and all the streets are just happy. Everyone's just cheering as you kind of go through there.
Tarek, as the going past, Tarek will just hold up the hammer.
I was waiting for this one. As Tarek holds up the hammer, Mr. Fiend will cast Fireball above the hammer and spend 1 sorcery point to transmute it into lightning.
Oh, yes.
So it's just this massive explosion of lightning above the hammer.
As you lift that up, everyone's kind of looking at Tarek with this weird sort of anticipatory look I want to see it, want to see it. And he just kind of looks at everyone, kind of takes that cue, and you kind of lift it up, just to thinking that you were just going to lift it up just to show them. And they go, yeah! And then all of a sudden, Fiend just kind of waves his fingers around. All of a sudden, this huge lightning bolt comes out of it.
Beryl seeing that is okay, cool. It's going to cast Thaumaturgy to make a thunderous sound come from it at the same time.
Oh!
This huge thunderbolt strike comes out from the hammer into the sky with no dark clouds or any signs of weather. This lightning bolt just emanates out of nowhere, and this thunderous crack emanates through the village. And when they cheer for the hammer, they all go, whoa! They cheer even more and just go ham. And meanwhile, Sugar Bear on the back of one of those ponies just holding on to your Mr. Strange, just just so exasperated from all of this. He's like, where the fuck are we? This is ridiculous. It's just going to ape. It's I can't believe it's
Sugar Bear
ever seen in his entire life.
I'm going to give Fiend some thumbs up.
And as you make your way through the front halls, Heimdall just waving to the people, waves to the guards. The Frostbreakers have arrived! Let us in! The front golden gates of Asgard's castle opens up to all of you as all the guards are just sort of bowing one at a time as you make your way through the front doors of the keep. Now, as you kind of get through, and that thunderous music is just kind of emanating from all over the town, you make your way through the corridors of the front entrance to the keep, being escorted now by a couple of Asgardian guards with, golden helmets, big long spears, kind of golden cloaks waving around. They accompany you over, up those flights of stairs, over to Odin's massive throne room and kind of courtyard that's in there. And as it kind of gets in there, you open up the front doors and there is a sea of people inside. And as you're looking inside, this looks like kind of like the higher courts of Asgard. People are wearing like much finer robes and much more kind of like politicians and commanders of armies and things like that. As they're all going in there, they're all just kind of clapping to you and all just sort of subtly just giving you nods and appreciative of the work you've just done. Yeah. And as you go in there, Odin and his queen Freya are standing. She's standing there beside him, who you've never really met that much. Tark, you probably talked to like 1 or 2 times, but the rest of you haven't really had much contact with her. And as Odin kind of goes inside, ravens and different crows are kind of flying around in the room and kind of make their point on different perches. Odin kind of puts his hand up in silence, gets up. Frostbreakers, my thanks to you. Job well done executing that minor piece of filth god from this earth in the name of Asgard and the people of Midgard. Our thanks go out to you. And everyone there just kind of slowly clapping and giving those nods. I hope you enjoyed that welcoming party. And everyone just kind of laughing in jest as you're all kind of looking around a little confused as to everything. It's like, it is indeed when known if we have made it known to our people for the work that you've done for Asgard on her behalf. But also it coincides with a bit of a celebration for, as you know, those funerals to take place within a couple days here. And myself and my council decided this is a time for celebration, not grief. And this, you arriving in city of Asgard, has started the Age of Thunder. And everyone starts clapping. A festival celebrating the god of thunder and all the deeds that Asgard has done over the millennia. And we wanted to keep a little bit of surprise that your arrival has kicked off these celebrations. And seeing Odin like kind of in a good mood and humorous is a bit strange and a bit odd. Tark?
Can I insight check him to see how much of this is him bullshitting for the people? Genuine.
Sure.
Y'all ever insight check a god?
That is a 16 plus insight, 21. It's plus 5.
21. Looking at him, and you having kind of the closest relationship with him, he seems generally like happy that you murdered the Frost Maiden and took care of that for him. There's a tiny wince of like putting it on a little bit.
Yeah.
But he is grateful for the work that you've done.
All right, just making sure.
Mr. Fiend kind of like elbows Tarek a little bit to present the heart.
Now?
No.
Well, thank you for all of this. I was not expecting to see so many of you again so soon. Kind of nods to a few of the nobles that he would like recognize from his time there.
No bow. And he responds to that and says, "Well, I didn't expect you to bring so many extra people."
There it is.
Looks over and sees Juliustana, Salil, and Thar. Hello there, newcomers.
Well,
and they're kind of looking at him like
discussion we can have later on, perhaps.
Indeed.
So strange. Yes, Fiend, I'm getting there.
How's Sugar Bear doing?
Panicked.
He is just holding on to your leg armor and just like shaking. Like he's just like, this is way too much for him to handle. Baby. These people are like way more massive than any of you are, and you're already like giants to him.
God, he's gonna love the chewingos when they're smaller than him.
I know. I can't wait to see my children again.
I know the baby. You came over the baby.
And he looks over to Salil, Thar, and Juliustana, and just looks over at Toon and Juliustana's way. He's like, "We're always more grateful to have more of the Kaluk tribe in our presence, friend." And just like bows down, does a little bit of a nod over to Toon and Juliustana.
Toon bows like very gracefully and will even take a knee at that. And he says, "It is an honor to carry out your will, All Father."
And then Tark?
Yeah, kind of with Fiend once again, just very obviously elbowing him as Tarek and Odin are kind of having this like this almost stare off, just like, yes, Fiend, I'm getting there. And Tarek will kind of put a hand into his jacket and will produce the Frost Maiden heart and present it to him. It's like, this is all that remains of the Frost Maiden.
And they all look like very surprised for a minute, and there's like, you kept her intact. And you made it out alive. That is honorable.
Tarek kind of winces a little bit at the alive part. So, well, it was a trophy of our efforts to prove that the deed had been done. This was all that remained.
This is valuable indeed. Had you destroyed her outright, she would have been out of commission for quite some time, but until all of her followers are destroyed, she will return, at least this way. You can keep an eye on her from time to time. And just like snaps his hands as some guards come out. Stand over to you, Tarek, and put a hand out.
Tarek will very lightly place it in their hand.
Some light cloth kind of wraps it around and puts it in one of the guards under his arms and comes back into formation on either side of this crowd. And we shall place her in the Oakenfold prison with the rest of them. Now, as we have our friends here, old and new, I think it's time we officially kicked off this festival, don't you? Everyone in the courtyard just like, all right, well, with that, and he gets up and with his massive sort of golden spear that he has beside him, boom, boom, the guards all around you go, kind of make this formation and back the crowd up in this massive, huge throne room, all off to either side. It was my decree the other day that we would start this off in a way that would make Thor smile, in a way that would honor his memory as one of his favorite things, of course, as you know, Tarek, was battle. And battle is what we shall do to start these events. And the guards come out to the middle of the throne room and place some crates down on some very specific spots as they come back to their sides. Frostbreakers! Let the age of thunder begin! And puts up his spear and light, and this weird sort of ethereal light comes down from his spear, lighting a bunch of different torches and things to illuminate the room more. And he stares at you.
Me?
At you.
Fiend immediately grabs Tarek's shoulder and goes, I want to fight you.
But I don't think that's the offer that's
Let the age of combat commence! And he goes to you, and the guards are all just looking at you as they place down these boxes. And one of the guards comes beside you, Tarek, is like, I'd go for one of the boxes if I was you. And then goes back to his side as you will all look at your Roll20 map, please.
Oh my God.
What? Why?
Because then this is how Vikings do.
Oh my God.
This is how Asgardians do.
Oh jeez.
I'm so here for this.
Oh God.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Jeez.
There we all are.
Cool.
Yep.
We are going to kick off the Age of Thunder with a battle royale, everybody.
Oh my God. What?
You are all fighting each other.
Yes!
Let's go.
And we're going to start that when we come back from our break.
I was say break. Break.
Oh,
Break.
oh, good.
I'm so excited. Let's go.
So we're going to take a quick 5-10 minute break here just to get some drinks and stretch the legs. When we come back, the Frostbreakers are going to have a good old battle royale to kick off the Age of Thunder festivities. Don't go away. We'll be right back, everybody.
Woo! Oh. Hello.
Let's fucking do this, mother effer! Oh, yeah. Welcome to Beyond the Realms Fight Night. I'm your co-host, Hulk Nogan.
Hulk, no gain.
No gains. Hulk, no gains. Last we left off, the Frostbreakers finally made their way back to Asgard to find themselves in the midst of a celebration, a festival, you would say, that they quickly found out was called the Age of Thunder, commemorating the life and times of Thor and his contribution to Asgard. And to kick off this wonderful celebration of life, we are going to have a battle royale with our Frostbreakers, currently in the throne room of Odin himself, as all of the higher up politicians and commanders and guards look on. Ladies and gentlemen and all genders, roll initiative!
Let's go! 18 plus. Wow.
Oh my god, I got a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh.
Holy fuck.
This is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited.
All right, 25 to 20.
21.
21.
Oh! Don't
Oh.
miss the next one.
Who's got the higher dex?
By the way, I have a 22 with my mods.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
Ramira first.
Don't miss the next one.
I feel powerful for once.
My dex mod is 14.
Mine's 16.
All right. So that should be Tarek going first.
No, it's Saf going first.
Oh, sorry, Tarek going second. Fiend going third. So that was 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
17.
17.
16.
16.
Well, that just leaves me then.
Yeah.
14.
Hey. All right, so we got Ramira, Tarek, Fiend, Sir Strange, Toon, and Farrell. As soon as you all see Odin lift up that spear, that energy ignites these wells of fire to fully illuminate this room, puts down that spear, gets up, Frostbreakers, fight! And right when that happens, Ramira, you're already scanning the room looking for anything that could come and help you out in the situation. What would you like to do as the rest of the party is just confused and looking at each other, not really sure what's going on?
She is going to snap her arms up, Power Ranger style, and then slam them down. And as she does, she's going to cast Spirit Guardians.
All right.
And that's going to be a 15-foot radius around her, which is going to catch almost everybody right off the bat. And if they are within my area, they are going to have to make a save of some sort. Hang on 1 second.
Wisdom save.
It's a wisdom save, thank you. And on a failed save, they take 3d8 radiant damage, or half if they succeed. So if everybody could make me a wisdom save, por favor, that would be great.
Oh, that's not great.
19.
Also 19.
9.
So close.
Sorry, it's at the start of your turns, not right away, according to a lovely
Wait.
Jody Rose.
Oh.
Okay, just kidding.
Oh.
Then,
Well then.
let me see. You said there's things in the middle?
What?
So there are casks, these lovely treasure boxes over here,
No, where's it?
and yeah, One behind you, one in front of you, and 2 over on this side over here.
I'm gonna just take a little back step here. Let's see. Who do I want to be closer to? Who do I want to murder me less? I'm just gonna stay there. I think that's just gonna be my turn. I think she's just gonna cast Spirit Guardians and call it at that. I know that sounds risky, but that's what she's going with for now. Oh, it catches everybody. Fuck yeah. Just kidding.
Nice.
I'm just gonna end it on there. That's the first thing I'm gonna do.
All right, what do your Spirit Guardians look like?
Oh, I don't know. Aw, maybe they're tiny rabbits. They're little white rabbits. Fun
Little
rabbits.
rabbit. So as soon as you're all like, are we fighting? Wait, is this for real? Like, we're going to fight each other? Odin's just puts down the spear. And right away, you look at Rhaenyra. All these ethereal rabbits just start jumping out of her onto all of you. And they're like, oh, they look cute. And as they jump towards you, have these scary looking faces. You go, and they just come out to you like,
And they go, no hard feelings. It's all for fun. No hard feelings. Let's see.
All
That's
right.
yeah.
And
That's
with
what
that,
I'm doing.
for your end turn, we come to Tarek.
Gotta roll damage, right?
So
Oh, at their
wisdom
turn.
At the start of your turn. So,
Just kidding.
yeah,
Do
so
I
the
need
start of your
to-
turn, Tarek.
re-roll the one I rolled before, or just keep that because that was a 9 before.
Let me see.
Also, I can't bonus action.
Reroll.
Right?
Re-roll. Okay, cool.
Damn.
Uh,
I can't bonus action spiritual weapon, right? Because
think
if you
it's-
cast a
yeah.
spell, you can't cast a bonus action. Great, just
Can't
making
cast
sure.
2 leveled spells on one turn
Just want to make
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
unless you're a fighter.
so yeah, you will re-roll that save at the start of all your turns.
That is 17. 12 plus 5. Guessing it failed.
It still fails.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, how much damage am I taking?
It's gonna be 12 points of radiant damage, please.
Ow, that's not very nice.
These radiant
all I
bunnies
can
are
do.
gnawing at your legs and your shins and
Cool.
on your shoulder.
With that, then I am going to step away from that. Stepping, I'll kind of take a step, a couple steps away, kind of over here towards the statue, and kind of look out and be like, "Well, if that's the way it's gonna be." Gonna cast Synaptic Static. Everybody make me an intelligence saving throw as it catches all of you. Then a 33.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
30-foot radius off of you or a point?
30-foot radius off a point that I choose within range.
Okay.
Within 120 feet, so definitely within the circle.
I got another natural 20.
Hey, let's go!
I
Rhaenyra!
That is a 27 on my saving throw.
God damn, you
A
guys.
19 on my saving throw. 18 plus 1.
Just saves.
19.
Oh! No
So did
one failed.
Did everyone
I
save?
already rolled all my 1s and my 7s and my 8s.
I have plus 5 on my intellect saving throws.
Yeah,
That is
everyone
a
succeeded.
plus 7 on my intellect saving.
I also
That is,
forgot to say that if you're in my radius, your movement is halved, just so you know.
Okay,
There
cool.
you go.
Right. So with that, then that is total 29 damage. So that will be halved for all of you. So maths.
14.
14. 14. It's rounded
14.
down.
Damn. Okay.
So as
Like that much
these
now.
gnawing radiant bunnies are going to attack you, Tarek
Is
kind
it
of
psychic
flips-
damage?
Yes.
I resist.
Half of that.
Half of that again.
Yep. So,
So as Tarek kind of goes and moves over, starts to get his hammer out, and this black lightning starts to come across it, just lifts the hammer towards and lifts it up as this huge blackened lightning bolt kind of strikes the ground and whips up, starting to catch all of you. But for a lot of you have been with each other for a long time, have seen each other's combat tactics, have seen each other works, and right away you recognize that as Tarek's Synaptic Static and just instinctively just dart the fuck out of the way before it can be any kind of heavy damage on you. So good jobs dodging all of that. Okay.
Okay, so I moved. Yeah, I'm 10 feet, didn't I?
Yeah, and your speed is halved. Just remember.
Yeah.
Although only 5 foot of that would have been halved because I was out of the radius. That's a 5
So
foot.
you've moved 15 feet. Because it counts. So like you move 5'10" to get out
Oh yeah.
of that radius, and
then-
then 5 more feet.
So I have 15 foot left.
Kiss, kiss.
Cool.
Bang, bang.
I'm going to.
Oh crap! We're about to get raided by Offbeat.
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
thought.
Come on in.
You know what? I'm gonna. Opening one of those chests would be an action, right?
What did we decide?
A lot of bonus.
Interaction to open, action to interact with what's in the check.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, then I will move 5. I'm guessing that's about 10 to get to that. It's on half a square. And then I will open the box, see what's in there.
Okay. So you open this box. And you see, as you open it, a red potion inside.
Oh.
Healing potion?
Mm-hmm. It is a potion of greater healing.
Nice. Cool. I will stand over that.
Thanks for unveiling that.
Cool. Gonna have to get past me first.
Sure.
That's all I can do currently.
Okay.
So that'll be me.
So I'll see Tarek go over to that box and open it up and take this big blue or this big red potion bottle. It's just a big round bottom to with a cork inside of it. All instinctively know that is a health potion. After that, we come to Fiend.
Mr. Fiend grips his hands.
Has to roll a save as well.
That's right.
That is a natural 1.
Oh,
Wow.
The bunnies take over.
Ramirez's aura has disappeared for me, by the way. I cannot see it.
Yeah, it's gone on my screen too.
Oh.
Hold on. Is it just around you the whole time, Ramiro?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
It's a concentration spell.
Yeah.
Spirit Guardian.
I thought it was for a second. There you go.
15 points of radiant damage, please.
No worries. 15 points of radiant damage.
Radiant bunnies are just starting to chew through your armor. You're like, get the fuck out!
He's just kind of like annoyed, and lets his hand go as like this small little meteorite of glowing green energy floats to the center here.
As that happens, this synaptic static that's happening at this time, those bunnies are on you, shooting off, and that synaptic static comes towards you and starts to whip around. As everyone dodges out of the way, you being resistant to psychic damage, it comes towards you. You're like, and you grab the synaptic static in your hand as it's burning on the inside of your palm and kind of throw it to the side, and then that orb comes out.
Yeah, it erupts in the center. Hypnotic pattern. Everybody make a wisdom saving throw, DC 19.
Oh crap.
What's the range from the center?
30 feet.
I also just freaking remembered that I have to make a concentration roll because Tarek hit me.
Yep.
Yeah. What's the save?
You do.
DC 19. Yeah. Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Am I good? Okay, cool. Okay. That's a 19 because I have a +8.
18 plus 5 for your boy.
So hold on. Let's see what Ramira. Did you keep that Spiritual Guardians? From the hit?
I don't know what I'm rolling against.
It's DC 10 if the damage is under 20. Otherwise, it's DC half damage.
I beat it.
Cool.
Yeah, there you go. So still up.
Yeah.
So sorry, Fiend?
DC 19 wisdom saving throw from literally everyone. I heard that everybody got above a 20.
No, I got a 4.
I got a 15.
Okay. 15. Your Spirit Guardians fall. Mr. Strange, Sir Strange even.
14.
Everybody who failed the DC is now incapacitated.
Would you say that you're a fiend of sorts?
I would say that I'm a fiend of sorts.
Well, then,
incapacitated.
Which means your charms as a druid.
I call that. Toon's immune to my charms. I want that to be a thing. Spirit Guardians falls, which means I'm no longer under the half movement crap. And everyone who failed is incapacitated. Please note that if you are hit, you are no longer incapacitated. So that means all the people who aren't incapacitated make smart moves.
So you're saying I saved my shit only to get knocked out?
Only to get knocked out.
Yeah, okay, great.
You've taken no damage. It is just incapacitated. That is my action.
So Ramira, Toon, and Sir Strange, as this sort of dark purplish orb kind of goes in there. Yeah, Sir Strange?
I can't react to that, right?
You absolutely can react to that.
Yeah. If you have like a counter spell or...
I do have a counter spell. Third level counter spell.
It's a third level spell.
Yep.
Oh!
Nice.
There you go.
So no one is affected. Ooh-wee.
So just for sort of turn-based movement, when you do counterspell, you want to kind of initiate it right when they cast it, just so there's no like waiting to see what it does, then be like, oh, I counter it, because that's something you want to try to avoid. But
yeah, just wasn't expecting the combat so soon, so I'm just getting used to it.
Yeah, no problem. But as Fiend kind of does that orb out over to the center, think you're gonna smack that hypnotic pattern on everybody, you just see Sir Strange out with his gleaming silver paladin armor reach out, and the orb kind of goes over to his hand and smashes it as those wisps of purple and black energy float into the sky.
Mr. Fiend, not trying to play around this time. Tarek. Bow to the King of Fear.
Oh, shit.
He spends 3 sorcery points as a bonus action to summon.
No, you shit.
The Hound?
His Hound.
The Hound is in the building.
Can I counterspell?
No, you cannot. It is not a spell. It is an ability. As the 9-foot tall Hound just towers over you.
Okay, so remind me how it works.
This Hound, while it is adjacent to you, you have a disadvantage to all saving throws against my spells. Also, it does not go away when I fall prone. It is there for 5 minutes until it dies or until you die.
Cool.
Tarek has been marked.
It does not attack any other individual. Everyone knows, based off of the Winter Soldier fight, that this is going plainly after Mr. Fiend. The Hound has no qualms against anybody else. As I end my turn, I will swing for Tarek from the Hound, and that will be a 22 versus AC.
Yeah, that hits.
That is 16 piercing damage as it
Damn, bro. What did I ever do to
onto
you?
your Fiend. 5, 10. Mr. Fiend moves over there. That is the end of my turn.
So as Fiend shouts that out, he sees this hypnotic pattern get counterspelled by Sir Strange. Bow to the King of Fear. These wisps of shadow come out from all around you, Tarek, as you look around, and it starts to make that familiar form of that Shadow Hound. Just make a big
you gotta be kidding
bite
me.
on the arm. Oh, Jesus Christ! All right.
Son of a bitch.
After that, we come to
This Hound
Strange.
does not know that this is a duel.
No, this Hound is just like...
Sir Strange, what would you like to do, my friend?
Are my
I would,
spiritual people still up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I,
Yeah, so you have to make a wisdom save.
Okay. 25.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll do it. I got a half damage. Yeah, hang on. I don't know what a D8 looks like, apparently. Okay. That's going to be 9 points of damage halved. So we call it 4? Yeah, 4. Please.
Okay.
All right, so 4 points of rain damage to the Spirit Guardians as these radiant bunnies are just trying to tear through your very thick paladin armor, not making much of a give.
I'm gonna use. I'm gonna cast 3rd level hypnotic pattern.
Ha! Little hypnotic pattern of his own.
Oh.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Same thing for everyone. I'm betting. Same range.
Yeah, that would be me. Toon, and Ramira.
This is my best saving.
I got my third natural 20, y'all.
Oh my god.
That's
Stop.
a 30. That's the best I
another
can
19.
do. Yes, Griffin.
That's an unnatural 20.
Wisdom save, that is a 24.
Okay. Yeah, none of
Unnatural 20.
None of your
I got a
effects are
30.
throw. Wait, what? What'd you get?
30.
Yeah.
30. Shut up, Griffin.
And then
A crisp 30 for you on this fine Monday night.
Good play, Sir Strange. I was supported that play 100%.
with that, I still have a bonus action available, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna Misty Step.
Is that an ability or a spell?
Hold on, I believe.
You can't cast your spells.
Hold on. What if it's attuned to my an item that I have? Is that a spell? It's a spell, right?
That's a good question, actually. I don't know.
Attuned to an item. What is the item in question?
He gave me a dagger that I have.
Oh, that's right.
Right. So the dagger is you're able to cast the spell through the item, but it's still casting a spell.
Okay.
It's just that the spell is stored in the item.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter for your spell slots, but it is considered to be 2 spells in one go.
Okay.
But who failed the hypnotic pattern?
No one did.
Nobody did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't in it.
So as you see Sir Strange kind of seeing what Fiend did earlier, the hypnotic pattern, kind of learning from Fiend's dastardly tricks, you see Sir Strange just start to emit his own version of that sickly purple and black orb out of his armor, and as they just toss it over, but again, fool me once, shame on you. You all see it coming and just duck out of the way as it hits the ground, and that radius explodes.
All right, I'm done.
Cool. Who's up after that?
All right, so as they do that, up next is Toon.
Perfect. All right. So I roll a wisdom save because of the radiance.
Yeah.
All right. I got an 18.
Oh, you meet it, so it's half damage. That's going to be 16 points, so halved 8.
Excellent. I'm at 108 health.
Brag about it.
I'm gonna step out of the radiance and over here, kind of beneath this statue, and then I can catch Feral, Ramira, and Strange with a cone of cold.
That is a Kamehameha, sir.
Rude.
My Kamehameha. So 6th level cone of cold. You all make a reflex save.
Is that Dex?
Dexterity.
Save, reflex save. Get with the times, people.
Look, I'm attacking your reflex. I'm attacking.
A
Damn it.
reflex save? Is that a woke thing?
13.
Yeah.
That shit, in 4E, you had different ACs. He was attacking your reflex there.
You said Dex. Or
14? Yeah, for dex save. So
Okay.
remember, you take full damage.
God damn
that's
it.
an 18. I take half.
You take... No, you take full.
Oh, I've got an 18. What was the save?
Save was a 19.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, I thought you said lower than that. My bad.
No.
Okay, I take full then.
So Cone of Cold hits Ramira, Feral, and Sir Strange.
Yeah. Strange, roll your reflex save.
Is 9 an instrument?
9 is not mellow.
Oh.
So so Toon, you said you were pretty low on hit points?
No.
No.
Oh no! So I thought
no,
you said I'm low. No, I didn't think
Almost dead. 108 hit points left.
so. So I thought I heard 8, and I was like, that seems
He's
weird.
rubbing it in.
So as all this is going on, Toon, you kind of take a step back under this huge Asgardian statue riding this horse. Kind of get yourself in position as your trunk comes up, and this sudden snow just starts to emanate all around you as a cone of cold blasts forward, hitting Sir Strange. It hits them right in the center chest. and then just goes around and peppers it all to Rhaenyra and Farrell.
How much damage was that?
Getting 41 points of damage.
Oh, cool.
Very cool.
What does that make? What does that make my concentration? I'm still trying to figure out how that works.
So you got to beat a 20.
Oh, that's not likely, lads. Oh, I got a 29.
No.
How?
I'm still alive. I've never rolled this good in my life.
Just a con save.
Oh, con save. I'm dumb. It's not that. It's less than that. It's a 12. No, it's a 19 plus 1, 20. I read the wrong dice. It's 20 still. I got
Sorry.
it.
I was
good.
just like, wait, it's
We're good.
con save. There's no.
So
You're right.
yeah,
You're right. I got a 20 still. I still got a 20.
Yeah.
She's up.
Yeah.
You said you're out?
No.
No, I still
No.
kept the concentration spell up, is what I said.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
So they're
sorry.
like, "I'm out." I'm like, whoa.
No.
Okay.
What's
So that last
Yet?
protocol comes from the trunk of Toon, smacking y'all right dead center. We come to Farrell.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Toon, you
No,
wanna finish anything
that's
else?
fine. That's fine.
Are you done? Toon,
Yeah.
go
Yeah, I'm
ahead. If you're not,
Are you done?
go for it.
Are you done?
Are you done? Like, you can go, honestly. Was there something else you were going to do?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Who's around me right now? Cool. What's the radius of this? Cool. Let me double check this real quick.
It's the AoE spells for me.
Uh-huh.
It's the close
put on a
range
good
fight
show.
AoE spells for me.
And I don't want to attack anybody personally, so I'm just gonna do what makes the most sense. Try to impress Odin by racking up the biggest damage number. So far,
Oh,
I'm
of
at
course, of course,
123 points of damage that I've done.
Yeah, of course.
Mm.
You're beating me.
I'm a support.
Yeah. I warned them all. You know?
I'm a support.
I'm a support.
Okay, let's see. I
You
only
got
have-
3 support spells. The rest of my damage.
Hold on, I need my measuring tool. 1, 2, 3. Where's Tarek? 30. Tarek is exactly 30 feet from me. Cool.
That is not Tarek.
Oh, no, not Tarek. I'm at Fiend. Sorry. Tarek's over there with the hounds, which is fine.
Yeah.
I'm at Fiend.
Ah, I'm chilling.
Yeah, you're just chilling. I just wanted to double check.
See, I'm that one person at the party that just goes and hangs out with the dog.
Dog.
That's
I'm
me.
Gonna cast Blight at a 6th level.
Oh, he's so
everybody-
cute. Don't worry, he's holding
Everybody
my arm.
in
It's fine.
30 feet, which is
That is not everybody in the 30
No,
feet. Blight
that's
is
a
against
single
one
target.
target.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
You're right.
Light is wow. That would be
I don't
insane.
want
Holy
to
crap!
I'm gonna take out Fiend.
You're going to try.
I'm gonna try. You're right. I'm gonna try. I need to make me a con save. 16.
That is an 18. 16 plus 2.
Perfect.
Is it necrotic damage?
Yes, it is.
I resist necrotic damage.
So you're gonna take half of a half, which is fine.
And what is your spell save DC?
She said 16.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
16. Which he got an 18. That's fine. I'm still gonna roll damage. And you're still gonna take half of a half. You're gonna take a quarter. Hold on. I gotta roll this. Okay, you see TP off for this one. It's gonna be loud. Cool. So that is 51. So you're gonna take a quarter of 51.
So 25 halved to
12.
12. That's
Wow.
fine. I still hit Fiend.
damn.
That's fine. I still hit Fiend.
So once again, Farrell, as you've been getting just hit after hit after hit, and you see Sir Strange, you see them just get pelted from that frost blast and goes over to Ramir, then over to you, just getting hit back. This sleet of ice is now behind you on the royal court. You get up and you're just looking over and you see Mr. Fiend over by the way controlling the hound. You know how much of a deadly character he can be if left alone. You just put your hands up, and these roots just come up from the tiled courtyard or the tiled floor of Odin's throne room, goes over to him, but this shadowy wisps around you is able to just crack off these different roots before they're able to really hurt him that much. Sorry, Seth?
I also forgot to have Ivy roll a wisdom save
right.
for the
That's
radiant
right.
damage.
For the radiant damage. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. That is an 18.
Okay, so that meets it, so that's half damage.
Cool.
That's going to be 15 half to 7.
7? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me. Cool. I totally forgot about that.
Same.
Cool.
As those radiant bunnies are still on your person trying to get them off. Anything else?
I'm going to take my movement after that because I haven't moved at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to, let's see, I can get, actually, I'm going to back up. I don't want to go towards Fiend. I want to back up.
You really don't.
I don't want to go towards
just
Fiend.
so you know, this level is up
that.
one, so it's about like 10 feet down over there.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to do that anyways because it's 5, 10, that's 20 if I pop down.
Mhm.
So 20. I'll stand right there. I
So
pop
you
down.
see Farrell do that blight, and as Fiend's shadow wisp's arms just break the roots, not getting much of a purchase, you just see her just getting pelted by all these spells. Just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
So as soon as she sees like and not really hit as well as she wants, she's like, and jumps.
Don't run! Stay here with me!
No, I don't want to. You can't make me. I'll end my turn there.
Okay.
Love you,
After
John.
that, we come to the top of the round with Ramira.
Yeah.
June, you're a good lad.
I'm going to take my movement to here so I can catch both folks. Both two, right? I would technically catch Tune on this, right? Well, if not, I'll call it this. It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shuffle forward, and then at 6th level, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on Fiend.
This is y'all are bullies.
Sorry, Fiend.
Sorry, Sir Strange. Oh, you're muted there, Jared.
Can I counterspell that?
Yeah, you fucking can.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, you fucking can. Oh, Sir Strange is
What level was that?
It was
Ramira?
at 6th level.
So they have to roll.
So you would
Yeah.
have to roll to beat it, depending on the spell slot you put the counterspell on.
I used just to screw with you. I used my most. I used 4th level. How much would I have to roll for that?
Fucking.
You have to roll a DC 16. So roll a D20 and add your spellcasting modifier.
I'm so angry.
Roll a D20. Hold on, big letters. Roll 20. Okay. And then what did you want me to add?
Your spellcasting modifier, which means, do you cast with your wisdom?
Yes.
So add the small number. So if your wisdom is like a 20, you would add a 5.
My wisdom's at a 14.
So you would add a 2 to whatever you rolled.
So 12.
So that does not counterspell a 6th level spell.
When it forces a roll, forces that, because they still have to roll to not be counterspelled.
Well,
No, you roll the counterspeller in 5th edition.
That was 5e.
Yeah,
Oh.
to determine if they, like a dispel magic, they roll to see if they can counterspell that. But a guiding bolt is an attack, is it not?
yeah, I still have to roll to see if I can even fucking hit you.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm so nervous. 24.
That hits.
Yes. Okay.
So as you see Ramira kind of take position with the mace in hand, sort of waving it around for an upcoming guiding bolt, you see Sir Strange as they try to once again, as they put up their hand to counterspell once more. Ramira looking over, just putting an extra oomph into it. This guiding bolt just ricochets out of the mace, kind of stunting a little bit, but able to break through any kind of force that's hauling it back.
Okay, sorry. It's gonna take me a second to roll this. Okay. Please hold while I do the math. 10. Okay, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points of radiant damage.
I will take 17 points of radiant damage.
Okay, fantastic.
As you're able to subside that blight from Feral earlier, it's suddenly this guiding bolt out of nowhere hits you right square center to the chest as this radiant smoke and these yellow sort of orange wisps are coming off of your body.
Cool. Bonus action, I conjure my spiritual weapon and I slam it into Sir Strange.
Oh!
You can't.
That's my bonus action.
Guiding Bolt is a leveled spell.
Son of a bitch, you're right. I forgot. Never mind. Fuck it. Next.
Thank you. Next.
Thank you. Next.
After that, we come to Tarek.
Oh boy.
Deal with the hound.
This is a doggo.
Doggo.
I'm just guys. I'm gonna just hang out with the doggo over here. You know.
Big black doggo. Big doggo.
Big black doggo.
Big doggo friend. Yeah. I mean, I know how this thing works, and I know the one thing that most of our enemies haven't known for some reason is that I can hit this thing and kill it to end the effect. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay,
so yeah, I'll
hitting
just
the
take
hound.
the hammer and I'll just bust in a green flame as I'm gonna whack it.
Green flame.
That is plus what? Plus 8. So that is a +8 to that. That's 13 plus 8.
You hit.
Cool.
Oh, brings out
DC
the hammer
14.
off into the one more giant swing, breathes in green flame, brings it down, smashing it on the shadowy figure of the hound.
Cool. So that is 6 bludgeoning, 12 on the lightning, and then it's green flame blotted, so that's an extra 2d8 on top of that.
I forgot to mention that Fiend is now glowing, so the next person to hit him has advantage, just so you know.
And then that is 4 fire damage.
So that would be 22 damage in total.
Yes.
The hound is bloodied.
Cool. I'm gonna whack it again.
Okay.
Now, remind you, casting Green Flame Blade as your is an action, which means you can no longer take multi-attack.
Is it?
Yep. Casting a spell and taking the attack action, which is multi-attack. They're two different things.
Yeah, but I get a second attack because of it's not multi-attack, it's Pact Weapon Thirsting Blade.
No, I know. It gives you the ability multi-attack. I relay that to Jordy. But casting a spell is not the same thing.
Well, I wouldn't have Green Flame Bladed then if I had known that. That's what I've done this whole time, so I've
but it was
not
never
known about that. Is
negatively
that the
It's
rule?
there. It's I've never caught it because I've never been the target of the attack.
No, that's fine. If that's how it works, I didn't know that was how it worked. I thought I got around that because of the pact weapon thing. Is that how it works, Jordy Rose?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking into it. Jordy's thing. Oh, he said what spell? Green Flame Blade.
Green Flame Blade as part of. Would it stop me? Would I be able to multi-attack using? Because it's specifically, I don't know. I think normally that's how it works, but I thought I got around it with the whole because of how the extra attack works. Because if I hit once and miss, I don't get to hit a second time. It's only if I hit.
Eldritch Invocation attacked. Yeah. Eldritch Invocation gives you multi-attack. So you don't have to hit on your first attack with the Eldritch Invocation that gives you multi-attack. You can just attack twice.
Yeah,
but
since I didn't know that, then can I? It's up to you, John, because it's against you, or it's up to Kevin. Can I retract the full fire damage?
One attack action or casting a spell. If you take the attack action, you attack twice instead of once. The spell gives you a single freeze.
Yeah. I have no problem you retracting it as the target of the attack, but it's entirely up to the DM.
Yeah, so that's fine. You can renege that if you cool that.
Cool. Does that give me four attack?
4 hit points back? Yes.
Okay.
From
cool. Swing the second round, boyo.
Yeah. So you've only taken 18 so far. So yeah. Second is a. Oh god, that's kind of low. Might not hit. Math 17.
That hits.
Woo.
DC 14. Nice. AC is 14 on the dire wolf.
All right.
So as you see Tarek just with his massive Mjolnir just smashing parts of the shadow off of this massive hound, making it not so huge and imposing as it's getting smaller and smaller the more you hit it.
That is 14, a 9, and 9 bludgeoning, and then 5 lightning for a total of 14.
It is still hanging on.
So close.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I can do. Is there any bonus actions I can take then? Nope. Cool. That's me then. Oh wait, no. What I will do as a bonus action, because it's a new thing I now have because I'm first level fighter, I will second wind to regain some HP.
Okay.
This is a D10. Where is that? This is my D10. D10 plus 1. That is a 6. So plus 1. So that's 7 HP back for me. Heck yeah.
All right. So take a minute to kind of catch your breath as you're smacking away at this shadow hound.
Don't worry, guys. I'm just hanging out with the dog of the party. It's fine. Don't mind me whacking.
Looking on. And by the way, everyone behind you is like cheering after every blow, every counter, everything that's going on. The crowd around you is very livened up, and Odin's just laughing and just having a great time with Freya by his side.
Cool.
Okay. After Tarek, come to Fiend.
Okay. Mr. Fiend will... Oops, that is...
Sir Strange is after you.
Mr. Fiend will stand right here only because it is time.
Oh, no.
Mr. Fiend casts a 60-foot cone. I would like to ask to make sure everyone is in this cone. 60 feet, meaning that he gets all the way to that point.
In the cone? Because that's what that sounded like.
If you were terribly getting in the cone, that would be fantastic.
If you could just do that, that would be lovely.
I am not, I don't think.
Well, he just moved back again.
I'm going to move back until I am
within the 60 feet range.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
We about to get nerfed or nothing, baby.
I know, right?
So you won't hit Farrell because she's 10 feet below everybody.
Ah.
All right, so Farrell is the only one that doesn't get hit by this. Everybody roll a dexterity saving throw. This is a DC 19.
Oh, I think I can make that.
Or higher.
15, 16, 17, 18. Fuck, 18, fuck.
What was the DC?
19.
God damn it, I got a 17.
All right.
Ooh, Sir Strange got 24.
Okay, great for Sir Strange. I rolled an 8. This is the 7th level prismatic spray. It is a 60-foot cone. On an 8, I get to roll this 2 more times.
Does Sir Strange, does anything happen to them? Because...
So what happens is you will take half as much damage on a saving throw that requires damage. If I roll anything that doesn't require damage, you're not affected by this.
The chat wanted to remind that Tarek is at disadvantage anyways because...
Tarek is at disadvantage because he is next to my hound. Thank you, chat. Are absolute fiends.
Is it too late to count a spell?
Absolute fiends. We have to roll to get this.
I'm not the DM, but I feel like I've gone through a lot.
That's okay. No,
we have to just keep in mind that when you want to counterspell, it's like I cast Chromatic Spray counterspell. You can't let him explain everything that the spell does. Then choose
like, I didn't
counterspell.
The
counterspell has to be reactionary and right when the spell.
No, that's okay.
So
I get it.
I rolled a 3 and a 7.
Okay.
So Jared is not affected by the number 7. The number 3 is 10d6 lightning damage. On a failed save, you will take half damage. The 7 is the 7 Violet. On a failed save, the target is blinded. It must make a Wisdom saving throw at the start of your next turn. A successful save ends the blindness. If it fails the save, the creature is transported to another plane. And we can go into that if you all fail on your next turn. But everybody who failed is blinded.
Blinded.
Just for this turn, you're blinded. Also, you take 10d6 lightning damage.
10d6
So wait,
lightning.
Jared, they will take half of the lightning damage, or do they not?
They will take half the lightning damage and nothing for the blinded ability.
But everyone else is blinded except for
everybody else is blinded except for Jared.
And Pharaoh.
Also,
I will use
no damage, as I am immune to lightning damage because of Mjolnir.
You would still take half.
That's on my character sheet.
Immune to lightning damage?
I'm questioning it. Kev's face.
Yeah,
It says no.
That I don't know. I've always had that there, but you can take that away if you want. I've always had it there.
Sorry, I will take it away.
Been on it.
Yeah, that's from that homebrew card that I've been trying to redo that, but yeah.
Yeah, no. I've never had you say whether it was taken away or not.
Yeah,
so
we haven't had anyone do any thunder damage to it yet, so I just completely forgot that was even there. I'll try to send you an updated version of that so you just have that there.
I can take the damage if you want. If that's fine.
Yeah, so my apologies about that.
All right, so
so I am taking the damage then?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
32.
I will change that then.
42 lightning damage.
42.
And I have empowered the spell using a...
I'm already dead, fam.
Oh no, from the thunder?
Yep, I got mega fucked up.
Beautiful.
After that, Mr. Fiend will hop down here in the corner, which I imagine is a 5 to 10 feet drop off that stairwell.
It's 10 because I took 10 when I jumped off it.
Right.
Yeah,
so I was here, and so I moved directly across.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
the middle of that would be 5
foot. Yeah, so he hops 5 foot down and then moves his last bit here to like tuck in the corner. After that.
Also, as a reaction to the lightning damage, Toon casts Absorb Elements to gain resistance.
Oh.
That is a 20 versus your AC, Tarek.
Sorry, what's this for? Sorry, I was changing my thing.
The Hound.
20 versus AC, yeah, that hits.
That is 5, 10, 16, 19 piercing damage.
Yep. Ouch.
And the Hound moves here, just as kind of a stance to keep you. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. So Mr. Fiend takes position and kind of almost like the beam of the Bifrost kind of coming out of his hands. And all matter of these crazy different elemental attacks come out of this prismatic spray, lightning, a giant flash of light as you all get blinded. And even though some of you get blinded, you kind of fall down to the ground as the light starts surging and going wild all over the place as Tarek and Toon are kind of down out of the way. But this direct lightning bolt just one-shots Rhaenyra straight in the abdomen, just doing this ragdoll down on the ground, just knocking her out completely. So strange with that very hardened paladin armor that they have kind of brings up his shield, able to shield from the blindness and from the onslaught of lightning coming at them. And as Tarek, you're on the ground, sort of being flashed from that initial flashbang from the prismatic spray, the hound starts taking advantage and starts to bite on your arm and on your leg. You're just pushing it off, but you're all seeing spots as you're all now blinded.
And they are blinded until the start of my next turn, where they will make a wisdom saving throw to determine if they are transported to another plane.
Okay.
Which is the funniest thing to me in the world.
But yeah, my apologies about that, Ben. I'll send you an updated card for that.
That's so good.
I
just didn't.
Yeah, I completely even forgot that was on there. I took that homebrew card from a friend, and we haven't had any with lightning damage gone onto it since then.
So there hasn't been a reason to talk about it.
So my apologies. But that was
lightning damage to Lightning Boy.
That was Fiend and Sir Strange. You are up.
You are not blind.
No, you are not.
Yes.
I'm gonna lay on hands myself, and I'm gonna heal myself for 67 hit points.
Nice.
That is a paladin move right there.
And then I can't cast a spell anymore after I've done that, huh? Just clarification.
A bonus action you can.
Yeah, if it's a bonus action spell, you can.
Okay. I'm going to Misty Step. Where will I go? Where do I belong? Nowhere, apparently. Let's see.
So if you go up to this spot here, it's another 10 feet up. There's this massive throne of Odin's too that you could kind of hide behind and get shelter.
Is Odin there? Is he there?
He has moved out of the way, let's say.
Odin just...
I don't want none of this smoke.
He doesn't
want none of this smoke.
No.
He doesn't want none of the Sir Strange smoke.
Okay. Misty Step, and I can go 30 feet, so... Let's see. No, I can only go 30 feet, so... I'll just,
You could Misty Step down here, which is 10 feet below where you are. So if you wanted to get cover and kind of out of their level, you could Misty Step down there as well.
I will do that then.
Okay.
So
after taking that, sort of the dents and the singes from the spells being hurled at them, you see Sir Strange kind of put some hands on themselves. Radiant energy starts to float into the sky, and those sort of imperfections of the armor start to get buffed out fully, and they just disappear below.
I'm on the horse, totally. That's what happened.
On the nose of the horse. Okay.
Balancing perfectly there.
So as that happens, we come to Toon.
I like how we're all spread out.
Okay.
Smart move.
Yes, I'm spread out on the floor.
Yeah. As my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself at a 4th level. For 3, 2, and 3, plus my Wisdom modifier. So that's 11 plus 5 for 16 points of healing.
Nice.
Bringing me up to 103 health. And I'm going to wild shape into a giant eagle.
This is smart.
Okay. Here come the wild shapes.
I believe I'm still blind.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Rock part 2.
Okay.
Jeez.
And I am going to fly eastward as far as I can. Fly into the wall. Goodbye.
Big statue just launch right into the horse head.
All right, so I gave you control of the eagle there.
Perfect. So I can fly 80 feet towards one of these chests in the back.
Okay.
So I'm just going to map that out with my snap thing.
You are blinded.
Yep, which is why I said eastwards.
Yeah, just one. We're one direction.
So the rest of you just see Toon just transform as feathers come out of his massive mammoth body. You still see the head kind of going jittering about, still blinded, kind of fluttering over eastward, kind of a bit dazed and a bit groggy, but able to make their way over there.
Nice. That's my turn.
Okay. After that, we come to Farrell. Down on the ground.
How high up is Toon?
I think Toon just said you went straight 80 feet, right? You didn't go up or anything? You went sprint horizontal? Because from there, it would be 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah, I didn't really ascend upwards at all.
Yeah, so we'd be going 10 feet off the ground straight.
I just did it for the movement
How
speed.
far are you?
So he's 10 feet up.
10 feet up?
From you, he is just about 90 feet from you.
90.
Just a bit over 90.
Let me read the specifics of this so I can cast this right. If this is for the end of the day. Okay, all right. Griffin, I love you very much. I just want.
But you gotta die.
Currently, they're the only ones I can see, because this right here, is just flat ground, right, Kevin?
That
right here, since I could step around this.
I believe so. Yeah. Or no, that's above you, so you can go under it.
Oh, under it? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm going to do so. So I was here, so I'm going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to take my movement there. Let's see. Oops. Oh, that was almost bad. Cool. Okay. I am going to cast... I'm going to cast a Wall of Fire at the 4th level.
Whoa!
Cool. So, it creates a wall of fire on the solid surface within range. You can make the wall of fire up to 60 feet long and 20 feet high and is 1 foot thick. Or on the ringed wall up to 20 feet high, but this is flat. When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. On the failed save, they take 5d8 fire damage or half as much. So, Griffin, if you would please roll me a dex save, which you're good at because you're a druid. I'm fighting another druid.
Yep. So where's your fire?
It's gonna go. It'll. It's 60 feet and 20 feet high, so it'll be like across here. It'll be flipped, but yeah, it'll be here to catch Toon in its flames.
So I rolled an 11, and then as an eagle, I get a +3, so I fail.
Okay. So let me see. You're going to take as a total. I need to roll 5d8s. Let me get that here. 5d8.
The rest of you just see this massive amount of fire just kind of come out of nowhere as Farrell's kind of left the vicinity of the area as she kind of comes out, and this huge wave of flame just chases up to the giant eagle, crisping its feathers and its wings. You see that Toon as a giant eagle just fluttering around, stopping in his place.
Giant eagle form, you take 28 points of damage.
I'm no longer in giant eagle form.
Cool.
And I take 2.
Ivy, that's hot.
And that is the concentration spell, so it is up for 1 minute.
Yeah.
All right, so as that giant eagle form leaves, there you are. Just moving some stuff around. That giant eagle, you just see it fluttering around. The feathers are on fire. Smoke rises in the air. You just see Toon just stopping his tracks from trying to get to that box. Falls down into a giant mammoth that he slams down on the courtyard ground. Okay, good job there.
Love you, Griffin. No hard feelings.
After that, we come to the top with Ramira, who is out.
Roll it in.
Roll a death saving. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, here we go again.
Oh boy!
You killed her. We come to Tarek.
Tarek, you're blinded.
Oh, sorry, Ben, you're muted there.
I love the little O's whenever anybody realizes they're muted. Oh.
Yeah, I'm blind. What is happening with that, by the way? I suppose I can't see. So
you can't see. If you were to make a melee attack against my wolf, it would be.
Yeah. I meant with the whole Ramira being out thing. What is happening with that? But I can't see. So.
Well, now no one gets advantage on Fiend because no one took it while that round was in place. So he stopped glowing.
I was playing with the dog. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I'm blind, so I can't make any kind of save against this. Well, I mean, I guess
no.
Save.
The save is another save at the start of my next turn. Otherwise, you're blinded until then.
Yeah, you're blinded until.
Cool. I will just. I guess all I can do is try and hit the dog at disadvantage.
Correct.
Poor Toon. I just realized Toon's blinded. I got hit with a wall of fire and just fell.
Cool. That was
proud.
On the die, that was a 15 and then a 19, so 15 plus 8.
It doesn't matter. You hit it.
Cool.
Nice.
Those are some high rolls. 2d12. However, that is only 10 damage. 1 bludgeoning, 9 lightning.
All right. So you feel a chunk and you hear a "Arr!" However, you are blind. So would you like to swing at the wolf again?
I mean, it was biting me, so if it's no longer biting me, I'm going to guess that it's gone.
Yeah, it's very, very dead.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would swing at the air again, but then there would be nothing there to hit, so...
you are confident that wolf is very dead. You hear it too, just that crunch and that...
Cool.
Right.
I'm blind, so I can't do anything. So that's me.
Well, you can still move.
But also blind. So I wouldn't know where to move because I'm blind. So I guess can I? Well, I don't know if it'd be considered an action or something.
So
can I feel around?
So just so you know, this is the thing with the blinded condition, right? It as a mechanic, it's meant to give you disadvantages on like ranged things, attacking, so on. It's not immobile. You're just like, I don't know where I'm going.
No. I get that. I get that, but also I'm blind, and I'm not just gonna stumble into the unknown.
But you do kind of remember what direction you came from, right?
I mean, yes, but also I don't know what's going on in my environment around me. So I am going to...
Okay.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I'm going to vaguely try and turn around and I guess feel around for the health potion, as that is all I can do, really.
Yeah, you still have it in your possession.
Oh, I picked it up? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll try and get the stopper off that and...
Greater potion of healing.
Yeah, I will drink that. So that's a greater, correct? So that is what is that? Greater is 2d4 or something like that.
Here, I'm just looking it up really quick. 2d4 plus 4.
2d4 plus 4.
It's a
44 plus 4.
44 plus 4.
Since it's a regular, if it was a regular, it would be
44 plus 4. Okay. Wow. Okay, I got 12 hit points back.
Ooh,
cool.
Nice. So just start seeing spots, and it's this sort of white light in front of you. As you're not getting a very good sense of your surroundings. You take a safe route. You're like, there could be traps, there could be something to stay put, but you had a health potion. Healing up the wounds and cuts from the former hits. Okay, anything else?
That's me. That's action and bonus action, and I'm not gonna move because I don't know what's around me. So
well, I will say the chest there is pretty big. Okay. You touching the chest, if you wanted to, you could probably try to go around it and go prone.
That's not.
I'm just giving you an options if you wanted to.
Yeah, I guess I could
take a bit of cover.
Sure. Yeah, I'll kind of vault over and just move behind it and kind of just. Do I have to go prone or can I crouch to get cover? I guess. Oh, okay. So I'm blind, so I wouldn't know. I will just crouch behind it, I guess, and hope it does something.
Okay. So with that,
and that's me.
We'll take it back to Fiend.
Everybody who is currently blinded, make a wisdom saving throw, DC 19.
The fucking big one. I have a plus 10. I rolled a 7.
Anybody under a 19 disappears to a different plane. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and read this.
Discretion.
Yeah, I'm going to read this so that the DM can determine what happens. 7, Violet. On a failed save, the target is blinded. It must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of your next turn. A successful save ends the blindness. If it fails the save, the creature is transported to another plane of existence of the DM's choosing and is no longer blinded. In quotations, in parentheses, sorry. Typically, a creature that is on a plane that isn't its home plane is banished home, while other creatures are usually cast to the astral or ethereal planes.
Oh. So I'm going back home, guys.
So typically, if this is their home, astral or ethereal plane. If this isn't their home plane.
Okay. And then how long does that
it's
last?
A period. There is no you come back.
Yeah.
There's no way to come back?
No, there is no.
We could bring up Heimdall again.
Right.
Depending on where we end
up. I imagine, being that this is
already making a call. Already making a call.
Okay. I was gonna say, I imagine this being
to another plane. You have that blind set kind of happens, and you kind of use your magic fiend to be like, all right. You start to twist and bend the fabric of reality around you as was it Toon, Tarek, and Farrell?
Farrell was outside of the
Toon,
range of effect.
Tarek.
So it's just Toon and Tarek, and Rhaenyra can't go because she's unconscious.
All right. So
can't get rid of me that easy.
We'll do. I already got a ruling in here. So
why can't she go?
Well, she can. She would automatically fail the save and probably go with you guys. So all three of you, I imagine, go to the same place.
Yeah.
In my head.
Or different places.
Yeah, different places.
Or like even 600 yards. 7 football fields would be fun.
Me waiting for Kevin to see where he's sending you.
Yep.
Kevin, you should have fun with this.
Fucking
Rhaenyra gets sent to hell.
Full fucking.
I really probably would. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you in 6 to 8 weeks
right
in Inferno Avernus.
And
I'm so excited.
Unconscious and in Avernus.
And cursed by Mammon. Yeah, I'll see you in 6 to 8 weeks.
Wait.
I'm sorry, Tarek.
If as I'm getting dragged away to another realm, I would be like, this is a technicality.
As this happens, you start twisting the fabric of reality around you, Mr. Fiend. And their blindness, they're just seeing kind of stark white, like they just got knocked by like a heavy object and they're just seeing stars. And that whiteness around their vision starts to become stronger and stronger. And as you're seeing white, suddenly this view, this window starts to come into your view, or into your viewpoint. And Toon, as you're kind of sort of wreathed in flame, starting to dust off the flames and the smoke, you're just seeing pure white, and through the flames, this window starts to appear. Through it. And steam starts to rise out of this viewpoint window, this sort of makeshift portal. And you look through it, and you can see snow and mountains and various tents of natural make. And you see someone through that doorway, this very prominent duo of two mammoths in very familiar garb and adornment of flowers and leaves, 2 antlers coming off either side upon their head. And you recognize these two right away as they're crowding around their villagers. And this female mammoth is gathering these little mammoth children around and telling them a story. And she's telling them a folk tale of some kind. But it's not one that you've heard before. It's a new one. And she starts to gather them. Okay, kids, come gather. I want to tell you a tale of the mammoth that broke apart from our ranks, went on his own, and battled a god. Would you like to hear the tale? Yes. And they all start gathering around, and you see a familiar shaman kind of out on the other end, coming and behind them, and be like, thanks to them, we now know how brave he was. And then as this happens, she turns around and looks at you through this visage. And you both make eye contact. And she just stares at you. Well, this is a funny sight. And this warped portal is all around you. And she kind of is peering in for a second. You did good. We'll see you soon. This portal starts to open in front of you, Ramira, as you're on your butt, just fully exhausted from that hit, kind of just taking a break. As you're seeing those stars and that white light, you too see this portal kind of start to open through the whiteness. And you see this roaming sort of flower bed of daisies and high grass and this white sort of picket fence around sort of like farmland. And you see various children and kids sort of running about. And 2 familiar humans or humanoids come into being of orc descent, kind of hurrying them around and saying like, come on, no, come in, it's time for dinner, get over here, come on, just come. And there's smokestacks, sort of smoke coming out of the chimney of this very nice sort of eclectic cottage that's also very, very familiar to you. And you're just like on your butt, like, and this orc parent, the male, is sort of getting the kids like to the house as this female orc takes them and hurries them into the house. And this orc just sort of stops and looks behind him. Is this you? Is this for real? Is this a trick? What's going on? And this very faint sort of portal of sorts is starting to shake, and it doesn't have much time before it starts closing. Ramira? Where are you? What's happened? What? And starts to go towards the portal as you wave. Tarek. This portal also opens to you, sort of taking you out of breath, hiding behind this treasure chest of sorts, getting battered and bruised, taking a thunder damage hit, which you thought maybe wouldn't hurt you as much as it did, being the holder of this hammer, Volnir. And as you're thinking these feelings of am I worthy still? What does that mean? You're taking it very kind of personally in that moment. And this portal kind of just opens out of nowhere. And you get really afraid. You've had a lot of shit happen to you over this past few years, months of strange beings coming to you through a portal. And maybe you're thinking, oh shit, it's sulfur, smoke, fire.
Yep.
None of that is there.
Yep.
It opens to this manor. It's a giant courtyard full of weird shrubs and like almost the size of a mansion, with a long pathway that goes up from the center gates. And you see a couple of tiefling kids playing. And there's a woman there, a younger female tiefling that's about the same size as your skin. And she's also huddling these sort of children around, and looks like they're having a picnic outside. And all of a sudden, they all kind of look over to your direction as this portal is. And the little tieflings that are all around here are kind of pointing over your direction. And this purple-skinned young female tiefling with long sort of short hair that kind of comes down to here, big horns, and this very nice eclectic long flowing gown dress. You don't know who this is.
No.
None of this is recognizable to you at all.
Tarek has no idea.
And then this young girl just says, Tarek. Mom! Dad! And just starts to run over. And you don't know who these people are. None of this looks familiar to you.
Nope. Tarek has no idea.
And as this happens, for all three of you, this sort of really makeshift portal starts to close and starts to shut and suddenly
Can I
dissipate.
say anything?
As it's closing, yeah.
Where am I? What is this place? Who are you?
Mom, Daddy's. I think he's home. And she just kind of like runs off into the front doors. And then as that happens, the portals all start to shut for all of you. And in that moment, you see Odin standing there with his hand out, stopping this spell from taking place. And he goes, No, that's not in good sport, is it? You fight like us Guardians fight to the very end, Mr. Fiend. And the portals all shut as all three of you do not go to another plane. You are stuck here until the fight is done.
It would have been a technicality.
Mr. Fiend just looks around and sees everybody there on his turn and goes, it looks at Odin with just disgust. Like, you dare interfere in my affairs.
Oh, shit.
Mr. Fiend releases a ridiculous amount of arcane energy.
And with that, we're going to have to end the stream, everybody.
Oh.
We're going to end the stream there as we've gotten to our time limit. So
can I say something?
Yeah.
Like in that moment, as like they're having that face off, can Tarek say something?
Odin?
Yeah.
Or just in general?
Just in general. Just to whatever. Just sorry, give me a second. Tarek will just say, send me back wherever that was, send me back right now.
And with that, that's where we're in the stream. So thank you guys so much as always. We will continue this Battle Royale next Monday to see who comes out on top. But yeah, everyone, thank you all so much as always. Thank you all so much for the awesome support of this channel. Thank you to these awesome players as always. Tune in tomorrow for the new time for the Phaelai D&D campaign, DM'd by the great Jody Rose. But until then, everyone, stay safe, wash your hands. Love you, D&D nerds. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Have a good night, friends.
Bye.